Hello and welcome to Chinese Novel Audiobook. Explore our playlist for more captivating novels, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new audiobook. Now, let's dive into today's story. Chapter 41. Broken Sonic. King, don't underestimate me, I am not much weaker than you. Sonic roared, struggling to jump, and smashed towards Wang Feng with a sullen face. Well, what the is Sonic doing? I have already apologized, and you are not injured. Do you need to look like you are trying to fight me? And you are like a girl all over you. Oh, does this guy have polio? Wang Feng looked at Sonic tremblingly and jumping towards him like Jiaoxi was dancing. Pooh pooh. Is the sound of a few sharp weapons. After finally overcoming the paralysis with perseverance, Sonic, who jumped up with great difficulty, raised his katana to fight for dignity, but after another stare by Wang Feng, his whole body suddenly stiffened, and his body that had just felt a little was quickly paralyzed. Submerged. He tried to control his body, however, it was useless. No matter how hard he tried, he still couldn't prevent his body perception from being deprived of mysterious power step by step. Damn, I can't admit defeat. I want to fight back, fight back. He roared in his heart and tried to control his body, but he was like a frog in a pan. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't jump out of the frightening oil pan. Gradually, he gave up. The power that he couldn't resist no matter how hard he struggled made him despair and made him succumb. Good, so weak, so powerful, so terrifying. His eyes were dull, his face was gray, and his heart was overwhelmed with despair. The courage to fight against the king had already disappeared. His body slowly fell backwards. Is this the strength of the strongest man? Haha, he has two eyes, it completely defeated me. What kind of power is this? Just a look in my eyes made me unable to move. Oh, ridiculous, I am really a ridiculous person, actually thinking that I can be comparable to King. I finally found out, the strength of the ninja that I have practiced for decades cannot resist even a look in others' eyes. My strength is so weak that it is not as good as a look in King's eyes. Ha, it's ridiculous. Ha. Tears flowed slowly in his eyes. My heart is so tired, I want to just lie down and fall asleep. Never wake up again, never face the cruel reality, never face the horror again. King. What is this kid Sonic doing? Self-high. Well, it's alive like a porcelain. Wang Feng knew nothing about what happened to Sonic, so he was full of confusion after seeing Sonic's weird behavior. Hey, this look is like this again. Is it pity or contempt? Oh, I understand, how can I be in the eyes of the king? I'm afraid they just treat me like an ant. Sonic's eyes were red and tears rolled. Hee, what a feeling of powerlessness, what a ridiculous fact. Hard work for decades can't be better than King's eyes. There is a world of difference between his strength and me. No, I was wrong. What right do I have to compare with King? I'm afraid I can't even compare with the dust on his body. Hey, why is Sonic crying? I didn't do anything to be sorry for him, right? Wang Feng looked at Sonic in tears and surprise. Look at him, it seems that he is broken in love. Yes, it's the feeling of losing important things. Could it be that Sonic, this kid, is really broken in love? That's why it's so easy to get angry when you feel uncomfortable. Head, all our ice needles are blocked by that kid again, what should we do now? Leng Feng and others were dumbfounded when they saw Sonic's situation. You can block one wave of ice needles, but you actually fight against yourself to block the second wave, which is too much. The killer commanded his hand to hold the eyeglasses tightly, staring at Wang Feng and Sonic. His face was red, purple, blue and green. After a while, he slammed the eyeglasses to the ground, cursing. Said. Go **** and assassinate King. I'm quitting. 3 assassinations were meticulously planned. The first one ended in the dark night, the second one ended in a blood stab, and the third. The plan was perfect, but it seemed that even the heavens were helping the king, letting King escape with luck again and again. In addition to their murderous intent, they also lost 2 elite killers, the poison needle and the slingshot. I really can't do this job. Otherwise it feels like we will be played to death by God. Head, then we Withdraw. The killer command gritted his teeth and glanced again at the king who had caused their Wangwang killer group's heavy losses, and the hapless Sonic, who resolutely led his remaining assassins to abandon the task of assassinating King. From beginning to end, Wang Feng has never known about the existence of the Want killer group. Well, all this is nonsense. Why? Why can the gap between people be so big? Why can't I even match the eyes of a king? Why is the same human being, and the king is so powerful? Why? Sonic had a decadent face, his eyes were absent, and the corners of his mouth twitched slightly, like a smile but not a smile, like crying but not crying, completely falling into a certain mode of collapse, unable to wake up. Wang Feng shook his head and sighed, "Hey, where is the end of the world without fragrant grass? Why do you have unrequited love for a flower?" Hey, no, the grass represents men and the flower represents women. Isn't it the correct meaning of, stop liking girls and get involved? Sorry, I actually persuaded Sonic to engage in bass, will he take it to heart? Well, maybe he fell in love with Saitama and got inspired from me afterwards. www.mtlnovel.com. If it is true, then it would be embarrassing. Is King going to kill the killer? Hill saw Wang Feng staring at Sonic, and he was shocked. King had a history of killing the killer. He had no doubt that King would kill the killer in front of him. However, the killer had lost his ability to act. It was the arrest and interrogation. How can you kill at will if you have a great opportunity? Must stop King. He took a deep breath and was about to push the car door and rush over to save Sonic. However, as soon as his hand hit the car door handle, Wang Feng suddenly turned and walked towards the death weirdo, letting him breathe a sigh of relief. I took it back and continued to observe the developments. According to the last video recording, there was more than one killer. Therefore, he did not want to expose his traces as a last resort. He had to stand by and arrest the killers one by one and interrogate them. Come out and hand it over to the law for trial. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 3-star freak card Leopard Head Hedgehog. Hey, the ghost monster card is in hand. After Wang Feng finished drawing cards on the dead weirdo, he got the information from the system. He was secretly pleased that although he used the Vaccine Man card, he had at least bought a powerful weirdo card to keep him a certain level of strength. Furthermore, not only one ghost-level weirdo escaped in the freak escape from the weird prison in the Association of Heroes, but also a dozen other Tiger Wolf-level weirdos. Therefore, he is destined to have a big harvest today. There are so many weird people in the weird person prison in one branch of the association. If I kill all the weird people in the 26-city weird person prison, wouldn't it be a development? Wang Feng thought about that, and he had an inexplicable impulse to blow up the strange prisons in other cities. Chapter 42. Sonic Reinvigorated. Roar. At this moment, there was a roar of a beast from under the street. Boom. The street was shattered, and a majestic figure broke out of the ground, a leopard body, yellowish skin, red eyes, loss of sanity, and the muddy soil was thrown between the trembling cables. The weirdo paused on the ground, then let out a low growl, and rushed towards Sonic who was lying on the ground. Hee, are you going to die? It doesn't matter, like me, it doesn't make much sense to live, just die 100. Sonic laughed irresponsibly, even if the anesthesia effect had passed a little, enough for him to regain control of his body to dodge, but he was already determined to die, so facing the attack of the weirdo, without any resistance, he lay down on the ground. Spread your legs and wait for the last moment of life to come. Careful. Hill stared in the distance, and exclaimed involuntarily, pushing the car door and rushing over. Unfortunately, his voice couldn't be heard at all, and he couldn't rush over to save Sonic. Boom. A wave of energy rushed in and exploded on the strange man. In an instant, the strange man's figure spread out and became a lump of rotten flesh. Sonic looked astonished, and stood up with difficulty, staring at Wang Feng, who withdrew his palms. King, why are you saving me? Don't you know that I was going to kill you just now? I was going to kill you. No, how could King fail to notice my killing intent? He found my hiding place over and over again, and used light bullets to force me out again and again. Besides, behind him, he was dignified and about to kill him. How can a strong man like him not notice the murderous intent erupting from me? Ding! Congratulations to the host for getting a 2-star monster card Earth Leopard. Wang Feng touched the body of the newly appearing weirdo, and was very satisfied with getting another 2-star card. He glanced at the decadent Sonic, and said casually, because I am a hero, my duty is to protect humans from weirdos. It's that simple to hurt. After finishing speaking, he left, and a dozen weirdos escaped from the prison. There were more than a dozen weirdo cards. He had to rush to collect them. How could he keep talking nonsense with Sonic? And it was his previous test energy bomb launch that blew up Sonic by mistake. It is reasonable that he was wrong first. Sonic wanted to kill him is also excusable. Think about it if you were walking in the street. An exploding bomb was thrown by someone for no reason. He must have hacked the other person's heart. So it is understandable that Sonic had murderous intent on him. How could he blame Sonic? Because it is the duty of a hero to protect humans from weird people, and I am also a human, so even if I am a killer who wants to take your life, you will save me. Sonic stared at Wang Feng who was far away. Tears flowed from his eye sockets again. What a broad mind, what a surging breath, why do I want to cry? I want to cry inexplicably. King, thank you for letting me realize how ignorant and insignificant I am. He shouted in the direction where Wang Feng was leaving. However, don't worry, starting from today, I will redouble my efforts to practice. One day, I will catch up with you and become a strong person who can truly compare with you. A great dream. At this moment, Hill has come to Sonic, looking at the street where Wang Feng disappeared with emotion. King, the strongest man on the surface, is really a dreadful man, even the one who wants to kill himself can smile. Just let it go, perhaps, this is the self-confidence of the strong, it is to tell you clearly, I am not afraid of your assassination, because you pose no threat to me at all. Rubbish, are you sure there are these two words in the meaning of king? Who are you? Sonic looked at Hill in amazement. Where did this guy come from? Hill glanced at Sonic, stretched out his palm, and hung a handcuff on his finger. He showed an innocent, weird smile. A good guy who takes you home. Sonic looked at Hill's smile blankly, and roared in his heart. Paralysis, another asterisk 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 who plagiarized my signature smile, I'm going to cut you. Click. Hill locked the limp body of Sonic to the railing on the side of the street with handcuffs, and looked down at Sonic from a high level. This is a conventional interrogation posture, which puts the criminals under heavier psychological pressure from their physical height. If the criminals have psychological quality, if it's too bad, you can't bear to explain the whole thing. Let's talk about it. Who instructed you to assassinate King? Huh. Sonic sighed and recovered from the inexplicable blow by Wang Feng. His eyes regained his spirit, and his handsome face returned a bit of confidence. He stared at Hill with a smile. Who are you? Policeman. What are you doing here? After Wang Feng left, the powerful coercion finally disappeared. He gradually took control of his body. In addition, inspired by Wang Feng's noble personality, he broke free from the collapse, and his mood improved compared to before. During Hill's interrogation, he calmly asked Hill a series of questions, looking confident and free. He really is a well-trained killer with a good psychological quality. Hill stared at the calm and composed Sonic with a little surprise. Actually, it's okay to tell you. Our police station has already received news that someone is going to assassinate King. I specially sent me to protect King 24 hours a day, so you don't have to hide it for your employer and confess everything. We only target the people behind you and will treat you leniently. This is an interrogation scam, implying that we already know who the criminal is behind the scenes. Interrogating you is just a process. If you want to fight for leniency, you should be honest in confession. Kai. Sonic sneered, you want to treat me leniently. Ha, it's really funny, I just swore boldly to be as powerful as King, www.mtlnovel.com, how could I be in prison? Such a boring place. And, he stared at Hill mockingly, what qualifications do you have to protect King? Ha, your strength can't even match King's hair, ridiculously pathetic and weak. Said in the end, he laughed at himself, oh, for King, am I not a ridiculous and pathetic weak person? It is said that people can't even match King's hair, so why don't I even match the look in King's eyes? Laugh, you can laugh at me as much as you like. Hill lit a cigarette and held it in his mouth. The white smoke came out of his nasal cavity and rose, making his firm face hazy. Why don't I know this is a stupid act, but As a policeman, it is our duty to and should do to protect the safety of citizens' lives and property, and it has nothing to do with whether the object to be protected has a strong power. I am just enforcing the police duty of. Do you understand? He took a puff of cigarette, then pinched out the cigarette with his fingers, slowly puffing out the smoke ring, turning his head to look at Sonic. How about people? He stared, only a pair of handcuffs swayed alone on the railing, where there was Sonic's figure. The villain died because of his own words, and at the same time, he lived in a decent and long-winded life. On the street 100 meters away, a figure moved quickly, elusively fast. Mission and responsibilities. He is really stupid and inexplicably admirable. Perhaps, he has a firm belief in his heart that will make his heart strong. Speaking of it, he looks like king. Does it mean that faith will make people powerful? So, what is my belief? The shaking and flickering figure was lost in thought. Sonico. Women's clothing. Chapter 43. That is. Purgatory Warriors Upset Wave Cannon. City A, the headquarters of the Heroes Association. Report to the minister. At present, the ghost-level weird leopard head hedgehog has been determined to be eliminated by the king. This night, the headquarters was extremely busy. A dozen weird people were released by blasting at the Weird Man prison in M City. After this bad accident, all the staff of the association were shocked. There will be people in the world who deliberately released the weird people. Is this going to retaliate against society? Okay, let King release the latest information on the traces of other weirdos, and ask him to solve the weirdos as quickly as possible. Ziki was overjoyed. Among the weirdos who escaped from prison, the leopard-headed hedgehog was the most harmful. Not only did he lose his mind, he instinctively hated humans, destroyed the neighborhoods and killed humans frantically, especially the eccentrics escaped from the association prison, yes. The reputation of the association has had a serious impact. Originally, citizens have gradually questioned the association. Now that the Strange Man prison accident occurs, it is estimated that the trust crisis of the association will become more severe. The association relies heavily on the public funds raised. If citizens are disappointed in the association, they will voluntarily stop donating money. As a result, the Hero Association will evolve from a crisis of trust into an economic crisis. And heroes are professional heroes, and they need to be paid a fixed salary every month. Once the association's capital chain is broken, the heroes who rely on being heroes to eat will also be distracted from the association. The final result is, the Heroes Association went bankrupt. Therefore, in the face of this weird escape accident, after a brief telephone consultation with the senior officials of the association, they immediately decided that the association must fulfill the three most basic requirements. Siki frowned when he thought of the three-point request given by the high-level discussions. The first requirement is that the association must apologize and sincerely apologize. The weirdo always escapes from the association's prison. Even if it is deliberately sabotaged, the association must bear the responsibility of ineffective supervision. The second requirement is that the association must actively eliminate the eccentrics, strive to eliminate the eccentrics in the shortest time, and try not to harass or harm more citizens. Well, the main goal is to fight for fewer complaints from citizens. The third requirement is that the senior management didn't think about it for the time being, and let Ziki be free and gave him a lot of freedom of speech and decision-making power. As the third requirement, Shi gave a wry smile, took a deep breath, and said solemnly, "We must divert the public's attention and relieve the pressure on the association." Immediately, he turned his head and asked Jace, "Has the scene of the king's battle been filmed?" Jace nodded solemnly. "Minister, since you ordered, I immediately contacted the local government to dispatch an unmanned aircraft to track the ghost-level weirdo. As long as the king has fought with the ghost-level weirdo, I believe that the scene of the king's battle will be filmed. Now that the ghost-level weirdo has been wiped out by King, it is estimated that the video will be delivered soon. Well, this time there is no room for error, otherwise our association will face tremendous pressure." Ziki rubbed his temples sadly, and then told Maria, "Maria, call up the cameras in the streets of M City and actively take pictures. The scene of the king fighting, whether our association can tide over the difficulties depends on it. King has a great reputation among the people. However, King's fighting style has always been just like a castle in the air, and no one has seen it with his own eyes. The citizens of the world have already had a strong demand for seeing King fighting, no matter how the people run and call. How did the Heroes Association persuade them with all their heart and soul? King always refused to perform his own Qigong skills, let everyone say nothing. This time the association has been preparing for it, dispatching drones in advance to take pictures, trying to edit the scene of the King battle into a video afterwards and send it to major TV stations to distract attention from the news of the jailbreak of the monster in M-City. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 1-star monster card Magic Bird. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Violent Tiger. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 1-star weird card Weird Monkey. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card, Yuanli Pig. When Hill and Sonic rubbed sparks, Wang Feng was fighting fire to destroy the escaped weirdos, and at the same time collecting weird cards. One night later, the escaped weirds were almost wiped out. Naturally, he also had a good harvest, and successively collected them. More than a dozen freak cards. Comfortable. After collecting the last 2-star monster card, Wang Feng breathed a sigh of relief, and he was very comfortable. For the first time since he got the system, he has collected more than a dozen monster cards. The reserve is sufficient, so that he is no longer a card of desire arbiter. Follow in the footsteps of the vaccine card and worry about it. Attention, residents of City M, and residents of City M. As of now, all the strangers who escaped from the Weird People's prison have been wiped out. Please rest assured that the association is extremely sorry for the ineffective supervision of the Weird People's Association and decided to strengthen the Weird People's prison construction and defense, and strive to prevent the weird escape from continuing to happen. Gone. Wang Feng took his mobile phone to keep an eye on the information about the whereabouts of the Weird People released by the association. Who knows, the information about the Weird People didn't wait for it to come, and waited for the association's announcement. He was slightly disappointed, but the collection of a dozen freak cards was an unprecedented big gain, enough for him to consume for a while. At least, don't worry about it this month. Association headquarters. Shua. The door of the war room opened, Tornado rubbed his eyes, and came in yawning. Hey, why are you calling me over so late? Don't you know it will affect my sleep? Humph, I'm very upset. Go, buy me bottle offlong tall milk. Boom. However, in the face of Tornado Tsunere's request, no one responded in the war room. All the staff gathered under the big screen in the war room and stared at the video on the screen with their heads up and their eyes wide open. Looked at the dragon scroll. Oh, no one was paying attention. She bit her silver teeth and became furious. Hey, you are too much, you dare to ignore me. That is. Purgatory Warrior's explosive heat wave cannon. In the crowd, someone raised a question timidly. Gulu. However, no one answered him. Everyone fixedly stared at Wang Feng in the video, using the posture of Monkey King in Dragon Ball, to release the tortoise-style Qigong, launching a blue ray bomb, directly blasting the ghost-level weirs into scum, and the whole process is like a white horse. The Gap, Yu reading www.yuakanshu.com, with a flick of his finger, the weirdo became ashes without any room for resistance. What a powerful strength. This is the idea that came to the minds of all the employees at the headquarters. What makes them even more excited is that they finally see the long-awaited secret of King Qigong Purgatory Warrior's explosive wave cannon, but it's a bit different from what they imagined. For the products they imagined, please refer to the special effects in the previous, gas stations, no fireworks, advertisement. It is completely a dragon. However, in the video, what King releases is a blue light bomb with no flames and a soft glow like moonlight, rather than a hot sun like a radiant glow. Is this trick actually Purgatory Warrior's upset wave cannon? The opposite of Purgatory Warrior's explosive heat wave cannon, one cold and one hot, one yang and one yin, the existence of opposites. Is that, King? Tornado yelled for a while and found that no one paid her attention, and floated over everyone's heads to see what they were looking at so fascinated. However, she glanced over and immediately found Wang Feng. This weird person is not a dragon-level weird person, right? Her heart jumped and Loli's face was full of tension. In the afternoon, she had just made a bet with King that the person who killed the dragon level weird in the shortest time would win. She wanted to force Ziki to promote a ghost level weird to dragon level. Who knows that Ziki was strongly rejected, *******, big nose. However, as the employees discussed, it was revealed that the disaster level of the weirdo was a ghost level. She finally breathed a sigh of relief. At the same time, her heart became urgent. She must hurry to find the dragon level weird, otherwise, she would definitely lose to the fact that she had been killed before several times the king of dragon class monsters. HMPH, I don't want to lose to the stinky king. The person who won the bet this time must be me, the trembling tornado. Chapter 44. Stupid Human. M City. Wang Feng returned home contentedly. On this trip, he exchanged a ghost-level monster card and a dozen tiger-wolf-level monster cards for a vaccination man card that was about to expire. Basically, he didn't lose money. After all, he spent the card. The card is a vaccine person. If you recharge the card, you can't get experience points to upgrade. If you spend one card, you lose one card. Is just right now, that is, no vaccine man card is wasted, and another dozen freak cards have been earned, the best of both worlds. More importantly, after using the vaccine man card, he understood the full set of vaccine man skills, and successfully reached level 9, only one level short to reach the 10th level. After reaching the 10th level, he can upgrade his skills, starting from wolf level skills have become tiger level skills, giving him a certain level of strength. He is no longer a strong player in the outside world, but a strong player in the outside world. Is no longer limited to card possession to have strength. Of course, even if he upgrades his skills to LV2, with his monster-inducing characteristics, he encounters ghost dragon level monsters from time to time. LV2 skills are not very useful at all, so now he still has to continue to upgrade and collect more powerful cards to save his life. Now, he has a 4-star monster card Desire Judger and a 3-star monster card Leopard Head Hedgehog, which can be said to have considerable strength. Unfortunately, the Desire Judge's skill is only effective for humans, that is, it is not effective for weird people, which limits his strength to a large extent. When encountering dragon-level weird people, I'm afraid he will have to continue. Run away. He walked back all the way, thinking all the way, secretly praying in his heart that when he does not have enough strength, don't meet the dragon-level weird happily. How do I feel that the dragon-level weird meets you is bad luck? Hey, what is this? How does it feel? When he arrived at the door of his house, his heart throbbed suddenly. It was a very strange feeling, as if the feeling of licking the calf between father and son was involved in each other's emotions. Father, the affection between father and son. The corners of his mouth twitched. What kind of mess is this? He is a super clean and self-cleaning leftover man, how could he have a son? However, the closer he gets to his house, the stronger the father-son relationship becomes stronger, which makes him have an urge to give birth to a child quickly. MMP is the father-son relationship of Mao the fast to have a baby. Shouldn't it be mother-child love? He rubbed his chest frantically, hoping to crush the bad mood. But, that kind of deep father-son relationship seemed to penetrate into his heart and was carved into his bones, making him unforgettable and unable to get rid of it. There was a voice that cried out in his soul with expression, Baba, 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 Baba. Quote. Wang Feng looked speechless. What kind of horrible situation is this? Is it the mental illness that he left behind by killing weird people? According to psychology, when his heart is dependent on his parents, it proves that he is insecure in his heart. He scratched his head. I feel insecure. Well, it seems to be true. Losing the vaccine man card, the only 4-star weird card he has, the Desire Judge is invalid for weird people, but he also has the physique of fascinating monsters. It is also normal. Thinking about this, he immediately relieved his heart. It shouldn't be a mental illness, right? Click. Wang Feng opened the door of his house and went in, and suddenly heard the muffled sound of dong dong in the utility room, and as he approached, the frequency of the collision became more and more rapid, as if someone in there was eager to see him, hug him, and shout. Baba. Could it be? After discovering that the strong father-son relationship originated from the utility room, his eyes lit up, and a surprising guess came into his heart: the vaccine human egg is hatching. He walked quickly to open the door of the utility room, and the feeling of licking the calf came to his face. The machine he bought to incubate the vaccine human eggs was shaking violently, and the vaccine human eggs inside slammed into the machine, as if he couldn't wait to rush into his arms. Ha! The vaccine human egg is about to hatch. He was overjoyed. This little guy hasn't moved for so long. How did he think of choosing to come out today? Is today Children's Day? Obviously not. So, well, I see. He held the palm of his hand lightly, and his power was surging. The vaccine man card was attached to him, so that he was infected with the breath of the vaccine man, thus prompting the vaccine human egg to hatch. Hey, my big devil, is coming out. He was pleasantly surprised to take the vaccine human egg out of the incubator. Before, he just took the vaccine human egg home by chance, hoping to incubate it and tune it to be as strong as the devil of Bic. Of course, he still needs to use him. His love and justice influence it, let it give up its hatred, rebehave, obediently help execute justice under his hand, and do good deeds. What? You said it will backwater. HMPH, and seeing that the little vaccine man card he once owned was a 1-star card, we can know that after the little vaccine man was born, his strength was at most wolf level, but it was just a potential. He now sits on a dragon ghost. Tiger wolf level card. If the little vaccine man dared to show signs of hatred, he would slap it to death with a backhand. Wang Feng thought. In fact, the strength of the weirdo after birth depends on the energy given by the parents. If the weirdo's parents are strong, the weirdo will be given enough energy as nutrition when the weirdo is born, and the weirdo will also be strong, such as a certain extra in One Punch Superman. In www.mtlnovel.com, there is a little turtle grandson whose parents are ghost-level weirdos, which leads to the fact that the little turtle grandson is born with the strength of a ghost-level weirdo. So, Wang Feng, he might wait a moment. Huh. It seems that someone says I'm handsome from behind. His heart moved, and he felt the strength of his body was fading fast. He felt it carefully, and immediately stared at the vaccine human egg in his arms. It was the little vaccine man who absorbed his power. Oh, it turns out that the incubation of vaccine human eggs needs the energy of the old vaccine people as motivation. No wonder that I have been half dead before, and there is no movement. It turns out that I lack the power to break out of the shell. Well, it's just that the little vaccine person draws nutrition from me. Why? I feel like I'm, like feeding river crab milk. His old face was slightly red, and he coughed a few times to remind himself that he was just watering his strength, not a feeding river crab milk. The little vaccine person continuously absorbs the possessive energy of the old vaccine person from Wang Feng. However, he used a lot of energy to kill the geek before, and he doesn't know if it is enough for the birth of a small vaccine person. If not, it can only. Wang Feng raised his brows and looked at the hammer in the corner naturally. If the little vaccine person cannot be born normally, then he has to personally help the little vaccine person to have a caesarean section. Time slowly passed, and the vaccine man energy in Wang Feng's body was completely absorbed by the little vaccine man. He suddenly felt weak, as if his body was hollowed out. Click, click, click. However, the result was very gratifying. The vaccine human egg that hadn't moved for a long time finally began to crack, and the crack slowly stretched out like a spider web, and a light fishy smell floated from the crack. Gia Gia, stupid humans, all asterisk 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 it. Abruptly, a deep and cruel laugh came from the vaccine man's eggshell. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel Chapter 45, This Hapless Baby. Wang Feng stared blankly at the vaccine human egg in his hand. Just now it said, stupid humans, all asterisk 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 it. He frowned. It seemed that the vaccine man's mission to exterminate mankind was passed on through blood. It was not an acquired education at all. The little vaccine man, I said, as long as you dare to show a little bit of anti-humanity, you, give me to die. Bar. He held up the vaccine human egg and slammed it down on the ground. Click. Vaccine human eggs are completely broken, and the egg whites flow out from the broken eggshells. Gia Gia, do you think you can stop me from taking over the world? Huh, stupid human beings, all damned, including you, the guy who dares to insult my father's power. I want to knock you out. Click. The cracks in the broken vaccine human egg split quickly. After a while, Bo. A cracking sound echoed in the living room of King's house. There was a small hole in the vaccine egg, and a closed dark blue eye could be clearly seen in the small hole. I wipe it. Not dead. Wang Feng was startled, and immediately consumed the 2-star monster card Violent Tiger. Ding! Congratulations to the host for gaining 1352 experience points. Ding! Comprehend the skill of the card character failed. He took the bench at home and hit the vaccine human egg hard. Click. It's too late, it's fast. The bench in Wang Feng's hand smashed down. The vaccine man's eggshell burst open a hole with a sudden slap, and a small dark blue childlike hand suddenly stretched out and grabbed the bench. Huh, is this just the power? Humans, really weak and unworthy of ruling this beautiful world, so all humans are damned. Click. After a ghastly word came out of the eggshell, it cracked quickly. After a while, the vaccine human egg was covered with cracks, and it looked like it only needed a light poke to break the eggshell to pieces. Hiss. What kind of stuff, isn't the newborn weird baby only having wolf-level strength at most? Wang Feng's eyes widened, and the bench in his hand was grabbed by the little vaccine man to death. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't move half a point. This guy has at least ghost-level strength. The corners of his mouth twitched, which is a bit nonsense. In order to eliminate the little vaccine man, he has to spend a ghost-level freak card or a dragon-level freak card. How do you feel that when you brought the vaccine eggs home, you were causing trouble for yourself? The eggshells of the little vaccine man fell like fallen leaves, finally revealing its whole body, curled up like a baby, and the 2 small mushroom antennae beat from time to time. The appearance is similar to that of the vaccine man, completely a blue little piccolo. Mainly of different races, he can't see the difference between a small vaccine person and a vaccine person. Hey, what? I was shocked. After a while, little vaccine's dark blue eyes opened quickly, and a blue light flashed and disappeared. He stared at Wang Feng in a daze, and smiled cruelly. Huh, stupid human beings, you would be so stupid to hatch me. Come out, ha, ha ha. In order to repay you, let you be the first undead under my hand after my birth. Quote. Wang Feng looked at the arrogant little vaccine man speechlessly, really didn't want to tell him that I have the strength of a dragon-level weirdo, but he can't deal with it. What kind of funny look are you? Do you look down on me? The little vaccine man seemed to read something from Wang Feng's eyes, and was furious. I have completely inherited my father's strength, and even inherited his father. Great mission to destroy you humans, you actually look down on me. What qualifications do you have to look down on me? Humph, human beings are really stupid creatures, ignorant and fearless. Only by destroying you can the earth calm down and restore the past an era of peace and harmony. While talking, his half-meter-high body gradually became bigger and his muscles were knotted, and the small man became a tall man, growing from half a meter to about 2 meters, completely becoming a reduced version of the old vaccine man. What? This guy has inherited all the power of the old vaccine man. Then, doesn't it have the strength of a dragon-level weird? This time it is really a headache. Ah, why is it a headache? Which head I'm talking about? When is it now? I'm still thinking about it. No more. My mind is messed up. My heart is messed up. I don't know if I can beat it after using Desire Judge. You know, in the face of weird people, the most powerful adjudication skills of the Desire Adjudicator cannot be used, which is almost equivalent to abolishing most of the combat effectiveness, which is too boring. Wang Feng's breathing was stagnant, his heartbeat speeded up suddenly, and the unique heartbeat melody rose again, sudden. Gulu. He swallowed a mouthful of saliva and entered the Emperor engine state, expressionless on his face, his heart beating to the limit, making a sudden noise like a car engine, and gradually connecting in the room, echoing endlessly. Saitama, you die for me. He roared in his heart. Facing this situation, of course, it was the most worry-free, labor-saving and money-saving to summon Saitama. After completing the enhanced transformation, the little vaccine man pointed at Wang Feng coldly. Oh, weak human beings are not worthy to live in the world. It stretched out the palm of his hand, and an energy bomb was quickly condensed in his palm. Explosive energy bomb. Wang Feng's heart tightened. More than half an hour ago, he was still throwing this energy bomb as a basketball. He naturally knew the power of it. With his current defense, it is estimated that he would be blasted into scum. System, give me. Can't wait any longer. He called the system eagerly in his heart, ready to pull out the Desire Arbiter as a shield. The two are also 4-star card monsters, and the strength of the two should be similar. At least they can escape. Ding! It is detected that the host's pet has been hatched. The game pet section is opened. www.mtlnovel.com. Ding! The pet section is opened successfully. Ding! Pet section introduction. Only the weird baby hatched by the host combined to become a pet. Catching and tame weird cannot become a pet. After the weird baby becomes the host pet, the strength is cleared, everything restarts. The pet upgrade system and host role. The upgrade system is two different systems. The host upgrade system is a card-consuming upgrade, and the pet upgrade system is a monster-killing upgrade. Killing monsters or villains can gain experience points. After you accumulate enough experience points, you can upgrade. The highest level is level 5. Ding! Warm reminder. Once a freak baby becomes a host pet, he will absolutely surrender and absolutely obey the host's orders. Ding! The host can open the pet property panel in the pet section to learn all the information about the pet. Quote. A series of system prompts sounded in Wang Feng's mind. System, what are you kidding me? Now I want to save my life, not catch pets. The little vaccine man is not bound to become my pet. It will still attack me and I will die. The little vaccine man stared at the stupefied Wang Feng. Hey, stupid human beings, are you frightened? You were indifferent to my attack. Do you think you can withstand my blow? Huh. It snorted coldly, and the energy bomb in the palm of its hand grew stronger and stronger. Weaken ignorant human beings, go to hell. The energy bomb in its palm suddenly radiated violently. At this time, the cold voice of the system sounded slowly. Ding! Congratulations to the host for binding the weird baby pet. The vaccine man succeeded. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the first pet. The system hereby rewards the host with 1 skill point. I hope the host will continue to work hard. Wang Feng. Little vaccine man. I have a sentence about MMP, I don't know if it should be said or not. Chapter 46. Horrified vaccine man. I am most afraid of the sudden silence of the air. Is most afraid of inexplicable surrender of body and mind. An energy bomb the size of a basketball has already been condensed in the palm of the little vaccine man. However, after 10 minutes has passed, it still maintains the posture of releasing the energy bomb. That is, it does not release the energy bomb and does not sway the energy bomb, that's it. Standing stiffly in place, it seemed to be an eternal statue. Wang Feng also didn't speak. He looked at the little vaccine man silently. Sample, I heard that you were very tugged just now. Come hit me, come hit me. Let me see how you step down now. The two of them didn't speak, they were so stalemate. There is an element called embarrassment in the air. After a while, the little vaccine person bawled with cold sweat on his forehead, and under his cruel appearance, he was terrified. Why? Why do I suddenly have an urge to worship that human being? Why do I want to surrender under his genes? Why do I want to listen to him obediently? Why do I want to use my life to defend his dignity and safety? Why do I want to kneel down and shout, "Long live my king"? Why? 100,000 reasons surged in the heart of the little vaccine man. Just now, when it was about to release its energy bomb to kill Wang Feng, its body shivered inexplicably, and then everything was dull. In just 10 minutes, its life was born 3 times. After a 160 degrees turn, his body and mind unexpectedly knelt down in front of Wang Feng, unable to raise the slightest sign of resistance. Ticking. The cold sweat on its forehead dripped and fell into pieces on the floor, representing its emotion at the moment, heartbreak. Calm. You must stay calm, and don't let the guy on the other side find me strange. Keep your arrogant expression, cold tone, and disdainful smile to make yourself look very powerful. Quote. Wang Feng did not speak, staring at the little vaccine man silently. Come, sample, please continue your performance. At the same time, the system prompt sounded again. Start detecting the host pet level. What's the situation with this guy? Normal people should have panicked and fled long ago when they heard that weird people didn't kill him. But why is this guy still staring at me intently? Am I not clear enough? The little vaccine person's brows moved slightly. Adjust his pronunciation, normal hair. Normal wow. Ordinary. Oh, it's Patongwa, let yourself be more standard. Hey, for the sake of your incubation for me, I won't kill you, you can go. Well, the pronunciation of the words is standard enough now. Ha ha. Wang Feng twitched at the corner of his mouth. Sample, I have already seen everything. You continue to pretend, I see when you can pretend. Why is this guy still motionless? Damn it, looking at him dumbfounded, I really want to kill him with an energy bomb, but whenever this idea arises in my heart, my soul is a pang, and I suppress the idea of resisting myself, willingly surrender. To him, what the it feels is really irritating. The little vaccine man hugged his chest and looked at Wang Feng, with a lot of thoughts in his mind. Well, looking at his stupid appearance, maybe he is a local aboriginal who doesn't learn a common language, so naturally he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Well, how can I express my meaning to him? Hey, there is a way. It took out a piece of white paper from the table, and then swiped a few strokes on the white paper with a water-based pen. Several simple sketches were formed. It placed the white paper in front of Wang Feng's eyes and pointed to the white paper. The picture says, please look at the picture, all the meanings I want to express are in it. The first picture is the fierce demon king and the trembling stickman, the second picture is the demon king turning and leaving, the stickman is okay, the third picture, the stickman is running with two bamboo poles legs, and yet I drew a few, as a breeze to indicate that the stickman ran away quickly. The picture means that the big devil appears, the stickman is afraid, the big devil does not kill the stickman runs away happily. Well, it means that the little vaccine man doesn't kill Wang Feng and let Wang Feng roll. Such a simple and clear picture, now the guy on the opposite side should understand it. Little vaccine man thought in his heart. Wang Feng looked speechless. Is this really a storytelling in a primary school textbook? Alas, come on, judging from its appearance, there is no conscience of becoming my pet at all. It seems that I am the only one reminding it. He coughed slightly, that, you have been bound to become my pet. Huh, pet. The little vaccine man widened his eyes in surprise. What are you kidding me? I am the messenger of the earth, how can I become your pet? This guy said I was his pet. Damn it, this is Kai Guguo's insult, unbearable. Its face was cold, its palms stretched out, and the energy bombs gathered again. I was going to let you go, but, you are too arrogant, you guys who need an inch, go to hell. Wang Feng was speechless. He looked at the little vaccine man quietly. After a while, the little vaccine man's heart was depressed. No, he could not attack the guy at all. Even, just a little thought, you reading www.uakanshu.com was inexplicably pinched by the mysterious power, making him feel inside. I have an urge to surrender to this guy in front of me, let alone hurt him, even if he loses a hair, I can't help but want to protect that hair. Damn it, how could I inexplicably surrender to this guy in front of me? What about thoughts? Moreover, this kind of thought cannot be dispelled at all, it has been around my heart, holding my heart, so that I can't resist. HMPH, forget it, today is my first day of life after all. I don't want your dirty blood to stain this sacred day. The little vaccine man shook the energy bomb and snorted coldly. However, my patience the degree is limited. If you insult me next time, I will definitely kill you. Now, let's go. I don't want to see you again, otherwise, I'm afraid I can't help but kill you. Well, yes, just scare him like this, scared him away, and dispelled the nasty impulse to surrender in my heart. Wang Feng sighed helplessly, can it be that weird people can't understand human words? He said in great detail, vaccine people, don't deceive yourself anymore. In fact, your body and mind have already surrendered to me, and you can't disobey my orders. Essentially, you have become my loyal servant. Ahem, it's better to replace pet with servant, don't stimulate its self-esteem anymore. Hiss. As soon as Wang Feng's words fell, the little vaccine man suddenly widened his eyes and took a breath of cold air. This guy knows the condition of my body from beginning to end. Or is he forcing me to surrender? When did he start on me? Why haven't I seen it? Could it be that it is a powerful and invisible power? Yes, only invisible power can make me unknowingly hit, resulting in no chance to resist. The strength of this guy, it's terrifying. Chapter 47. Your name. Bic. Quiet. Surprisingly quiet. The room is very quiet. The little vaccine man looked at Wang Feng with cold sweat on his forehead. Who is this guy? Actually has the power to make me surrender. He is definitely not an ordinary person. Yes, how could an ordinary person take me in and hatch me, and have the power to subdue me physically and mentally? He is definitely a rare human being strong. Perhaps, the strongest human being is also possible. Damn, how bad luck would I be to meet the strongest man in humans when I was born. I encountered a big boss without upgrading at all. How to play this game? Little vaccine man's heart was messed up. All kinds of messy thoughts and thoughts came out, making it even more upset, staring at Wang Feng blankly, not knowing what to say. Call it dad. Hey, my dad is already dead. Wouldn't I call him a dad to curse him to death? I'm afraid I will follow my dad's footsteps into ***** and call him grandpa. Not so good, calling people old, they will be beaten, then, called ancestors. Ah yeah, what am I thinking about is, how can I easily succumb to the authority of that guy because I am a dignified generation of Earth messengers anyway. It sneered and said, you are so powerful, you gave me a trick without knowing it, but what? I am the Earth envoy, with incomparably powerful power, even if you are equally strong and terrifying, but I will not give in. I am the messenger of the Earth who wants to destroy all mankind. Wang Feng looked at the stubborn little vaccine man in a daze. What is this? Also, doesn't the system say that after being bound to a pet, the pet's ability level will be cleared? But the little vaccine man has clearly been bound to his pet, why hasn't his ability level been cleared? Your strength hasn't diminished? He asked the little vaccine man suspiciously. However, as soon as his voice fell, the system prompt sounded. Ding, the host pet the vaccine person level test is completed, and the comprehensive assessment is 3 stars. Since it has become the host pet, the vaccine person's ability level will be cleared, and the countdown will start. 5, 4. Quote. Wang Feng is speechless, the system is stuck in a good time, and the small vaccine man has only 3 stars in the comprehensive evaluation. Hey, I was taken aback by it just now. Oh, maybe it was because I consumed a lot of energy, which caused it to not rise to a 4-star evaluation. The little vaccine man snorted coldly, my power is inherited from my father. It is the weapon that the Earth bestows on our messengers to destroy mankind. How can you, Although it was dismissive of Wang Feng's words, it couldn't help being vigilant in the face of Wang Feng, who had a monstrous power, and subconsciously felt the energy of the body. Suddenly, its eyes widened. Wait a minute, my power, is losing. There was a feeling of fear in its body, and its energy was gradually decreasing. At this moment, it seemed as if a balloon was being punctured and deflated, and the energy was slowly deflating. It stared at Wang Feng in horror. Who is he? Why is it so strong? I didn't see him at all. Just a look made me surrender physically and mentally. I couldn't produce any thoughts of resistance. A short sentence deprived me of my power. It was terrifying. The mission my father gave me to destroy mankind was hell. The level of difficulty, oh no, judging from the moment, it's just death. What did you do to me? Why do I lose most of my power for no reason? The little vaccine man is very scared. This world is terrible. Why don't you say anything about destroying all mankind? Don't be joking, okay, I can't deal with even a human being, and I still destroy all mankind. Wang Feng gave a chuckle, and was too lazy to explain things like, it was done by the system, and asked the little vaccine man directly, are you really the messenger of the Earth? He was very curious that there was a God in the original One Punch Man, which made people suspect that he was the incarnation of the will of the Earth, and the vaccine man claimed to be the messenger of the Earth. Maybe he knew some useful information. Although you are very powerful, I also have my own dignity. If you want to kill, you have to be as dignified as you want, but don't want me to answer your questions. Little vaccine man shook his head aside, ignoring Wang Feng. Although it has surrendered to Wang Feng according to the system settings, surrender does not mean becoming a puppet. It still has its own thoughts and personality. Hey, don't answer. Wang Feng gave a weird smile. Please answer my question, are you really the messenger of the Earth? Another system setting about the system. 100% obey the host's command. The little vaccine man was taken aback, and subconsciously replied, My father's memory inheritance tells me that I am the messenger of the earth, but whether it is true or false is unknown. It was just finished. I was silly right away. How could I listen to him? Wang Feng nodded with satisfaction. From today, your name is Bic. The little vaccine man still instinctively nodded and agreed. Yes. As soon as he said it, a trace of sorrow rose in his heart. My dignified Earth messenger's son was really reduced to a slave, unable to raise the heart of resistance at all, let alone none. The slightest defiance, trouble anyone who has time to help me press my father's coffin board, I'm afraid it will come back to hit me with anger. Wang Feng nodded in satisfaction, and then ordered, well, now you kneel down and push up your ass. Well, the little vaccine man chrysanthemum tightly. Although he hasn't experienced too many human affairs, he subconsciously feels that things that will shame him for a lifetime will happen after a while. Hey, I was scared to death just now, and afterwards I suddenly pretended to beat river crab forced. This time I think you pretended to beat river crab forced. Wang Feng picked up the bench and aimed at the small vaccine man's pouted butt, www.mtlnovel.com, and slammed it down with a snap. The little vaccine man let out a painful cry. I'm just a newborn baby, do I need to be so cruel? Baba, I want to go home, to the warm, comfortable and safe home in your body. Happiness. Okay, hitting you a few times is regarded as punishment. Wang Feng threw the bench away. Go to the room to find a suitable dress to put on. Kai Guago swayed all day long. Do you want this book to be 404? At least wear it. A pair of underwear hide the hair on your crotch. Really, you are not afraid of being ashamed. The little vaccine man said in a grieved voice. Yes. It went into Wang Feng's room dejectedly and searched for suitable clothes. In order to adapt to the length of Wang Feng's clothes, it also controlled its height through strengthening transformations. After a while, it comes out wearing king's clothes. Well, it fits well. Wang Feng glanced at it and nodded in satisfaction, but he looked at the vaccine man's head and scratched it embarrassingly. Such obvious characteristics of a weird person made him unable to take it out. Although there are many people in the world of One Punch Man who are raising weird people, they are raised secretly at home. Who do you see who leads a weird person to the streets? What's more, the weird people raised by others are all animal weird people. That is, weird people without wisdom, and Piccolo, except for appearance, behaves and thinks like humans. It is not so much a pet as it is. It is more appropriate to be a servant. I should buy it a set of cartoon doll suits. Wang Feng thought, touching his chin, what kind of doll suit is good? You have 2 tentacles, so the doll should have raised ears or 2 horns, the minotaur or rabbit doll is good. His eyes lit up and he decided to take Piccolo to buy doll clothes. Chapter 48, Piccolo. Well, boss, bring me that dummy goat doll suit. I'll let it try to see if it fits. Wang Feng took Piccolo to the cartoon doll suit sales shop. At this moment, Piccolo was wearing his sweater, cap, mask, sunglasses and gloves. He is not much better. His sweater and cap, the criminal suit that comes standard on TV. The two of them had a high rate of turning their heads back on their way. Pedestrians frequently looked at them with suspicion. Some passers-by even called the police for this. Regarding this, he can only say how weird it is that everyone is rare. Good. The shopkeeper looked at these 2 guys who didn't dare to show their true colors in front of him, and his heart jumped. They are not gangsters, right? Just came back from a bank robbery. Wang Feng doesn't care what the shopkeeper thinks, his gaze scans the various cartoon doll suits in the store. Well, the pink hip-hop rabbit doll is good. You can buy it. Hey, the chubby cow suit is also very good looking, and Piccolo wears it. It must be very cute and can increase its popularity. Wow, the girl doll with 2 braids is so cute, you must buy it. Let Bic wear it at night. I want to sleep with it, or whether it's on the doll's *******, dig a hole. After all, Piccolo is going to pull the papa. Well, this is a question worth thinking about. What? You said that these doll suits are too naive, too young, and do not meet the identity of the domineering vaccine person. Well, isn't Piccolo just a child? Bic. Someone dragged this guy away and killed him. Wang Feng didn't delay too much time in the doll shop, and bought several sets of doll suits for Piccolo in one breath, as a normal change of clothes. Then he came to the supermarket with Piccolo, who put on a pink hip-hop rabbit suit and was unlovable. There was no food reserve at home, and suddenly there was an extra person, so naturally he wanted to buy food. In view of the fact that Piccolo dressed up and entered the supermarket to be searched, he confessed that Piccolo was waiting for him at the entrance of the supermarket. Because Piccolo had been bound by the system, he never escaped. In addition, he also gave the order to Piccolo, so he said, not afraid of Piccolo's escape at all. After giving orders to Piccolo, he lowered his cap, put his hands in his pockets and walked into the supermarket. Quote. Bic is wearing a pink hip-hop rabbit suit and standing in front of the supermarket with a dull face. His lifeless face makes people feel distressed. Once upon a time, he was also a heroic demon king. Now, it looked down at his pink hip-hop rabbit costume, alas, not to mention it, heartache. Wow, mom, there is a hip-hop rabbit here, so cute. A young hot mom took her 5 or 6-year-old daughter to the supermarket to shop. The little girl, like a Tang porcelain doll, saw the pink hip-hop rabbit pic. Her small face immediately bloomed with a flower-like smile. Mom, I want to take pictures with hip-hop rabbits. I want to play with hip-hop rabbits. The little girl broke free of Hot Mom's palm, and when Hot Mom didn't react, she suddenly jumped on Piccolo, her little hand constantly fiddled with Piccolo's clothes. Lanlan, come down quickly and don't disturb people's work. Hot Mom mistakenly believed that Piccolo was a promoter of the supermarket, and worried that her daughter would affect Piccolo's work. Therefore, she was anxious to lift the little girl from Piccolo. Let's die. Piccolo stared down at the laughing little girl, with gloomy eyes, a palm of his hand, and an energy ball the size of a duck egg immediately appeared and suspended on his palm, flashing softly like a firefly. Since it was bound to become Wang Feng's pet, its ability level has been cleared, and all skills have become LV1 level, that is to say, it now only has the strength of a wolf-level monster. But, killing a little girl is more than enough. Hey, is this a fluorescent ball? The little girl looked at the energy bomb in Piccolo's hand curiously, and poked her little hand curiously, soft, like the warmth in her mother's arms. Fluorescent ball. Hey, this is a beacon to guide you to heaven. Piccolo twitched his mouth and grinned cruelly. The system stipulates that it cannot hurt Wang Feng, but other humans are not within the set protection range. Whether it kills other people depends on its mood. Now, it's very uncomfortable. Therefore, it must vent. Xiaogito, go to hell. Careful. Just as Piccolo was about to kill the little girl with an energy bomb, a flash of lightning flashed, and a red glimpse of light passed before his eyes. When he fixed his eyes, the little girl hanging on his chest had disappeared. Well, it waved the energy bomb in its hand and squinted at the red figure next to him. The guy was young, wearing a red insulated tights, marked with a thunderbolt symbol on his chest, and carrying a large brand name battery, Nanfu. Wearing a red miner's lamp cap, there is a wire behind the miner's lamp cap that is connected to the battery, and the miner's lamp on the cap emits a faint green light. Its eyes narrowed slightly. Who are you? Lanlan. Hot Mom carried the little girl in panic and ran away. Bic. Ask me. The red figure put his hands on his waist and said lightly, on the night of thunder and lightning, I was conceived, holding the thunder in my left hand, and the lightning in my right hand. From then on, I am in charge of the thunder and lightning. Rubbish. Piccolo snorted. How could there be such a person who had a history of birth in the world? Even if it was only born by the will of the earth, this guy in front of him would have blown the cowhide. It is really uncomfortable to say that my origin is better than me. Since he is unhappy, then, destroy him. Explosive energy bomb. It stretched out its hand and opened it, condensing an energy bomb the size of a duck egg. It's not rubbish, it's Raiden Boy, I'm the 65th B-level hero Raiden Boy. Raiden Boy pointed to Piccolo and said, hey, you guy, what is the explosive energy egg? Eggs. Duck eggs. Goose eggs. Or a bomb. Yes. Piccolo laughed, and the energy bomb in his hand flew out instantly. Boom. After an explosion sounded, he was safe and sound. Oh, do you guys have only this ability? It seems that you are going to be my stepping stone to be promoted to the 64th place of the B-rank hero. He sneered, and the electric baton in his hand made the intertwined sound of lightning. www.mtlnovel.com. The next moment, his figure disappeared suddenly, and he appeared in front of Piccolo in the blink of an eye, yelling, taste the taste of thunder and lightning. Thunder strike. Stab. The electric baton in his hand slammed on Piccolo. Boom. Piccolo didn't evade. His body suddenly became extremely strong. His muscles knotted. Like an Iron Man made up of pieces of iron, he stretched out his hand to directly catch the Lightning Boy's electric baton. Idiot. Anyone who dared to pick up my electric baton empty-handed has gone to hell. Underpants weird. Excuse me. Piccolo grabbed Raiden's electric baton in one hand and sneered. Idiot, go back and read more physics books. I can wear a puppet outfit. It is electrically insulated. Your lightning is not effective for me. What? Explosive energy bomb. Boom. Wow. The Thunder Boy flew out, spitting out blood. Gia Gia, refreshing. Piccolo smiled cruelly. His body suddenly enlarged, and directly burst the rabbit doll costume, revealing Piccolo's appearance. Wow. Weirdo. Everyone, run, the hero was defeated by the weirdo. Let's notify the Heroes Association. People who were secretly observing the development of the situation found that Piccolo was actually a weird person. They were immediately taken aback and fled in all directions. Humans, go to ***** and confess. Pic squeezed his fist, and it suddenly enlarged, as if he was swollen by a wasp. It was the size of a heavy dumbbell, and hit the Thunder Boy who was struggling hard. Bic. I have a sentence about MMP, I don't know if it should be said or not. Chapter 49. King, a godlike man. Wang Feng was shopping for food in the supermarket. He suddenly saw some pedestrians running into the supermarket in a panic, and at the same time shouting that there was a stranger outside. He was taken aback. Stranger. It seems that Piccolo is the only weird person at the gate of the supermarket, right? He was taken aback, put down the things in his hand, and walked out hurriedly. As soon as he reached the door, he saw the Thunder Boy being hit by Piccolo and he was about to be killed by Piccolo. He yelled anxiously, "You bastard, stop Lao Su." He was so angry. He had just left for a while, and the little ***** Piccolo immediately provokes a big basket. He is distressed about how he can take Pic to the streets with integrity. If you fear and hate it, how can you accept it? The more he thought about it, the more angry he got, and he rushed towards Piccolo angrily. Who is yelling? A hero. The badly injured Raiden boy watched Piccolo's fist fall, unable to resist, and despair had already risen in his heart. However, things changed suddenly. After that loud roar, the weird in front of him was like a frosted eggplant, withering. NS. He looked at the cringing weird man in confusion, wondering how powerful is that roar that can make a weird so scared. Who would make such a powerful sonic attack? King. He subconsciously thought of King, who once had a relationship with one side, the most powerful man on the surface, who forced the weird man to shout, "I surrender." With his aura alone, like a man like a god, maybe only he can have such a strong aura. In the field, Xiao Xiao can be deterred by the roar. And Piccolo has already lost the arrogance of the big devil at this moment, and his cruel smile is frozen on his face, and the panic is scattered on its face, and the 4-meter-high body is slowly shrinking, originally according to its will. The iron fist that should have hit Raiden Boy's face abruptly stopped. Wang Feng's roar seemed to be an inviolable destiny that he had to obey. It had a taste of utterance. Although I knew my body and mind were succumbing to that guy for a long time, I never expected that that kind of surrender had been carved into my soul, and I couldn't tolerate any doubts and hesitations. It is very aggrieved, wants to run away, escape from Wang Feng, the devil, and become a majestic messenger of the earth again, and no longer suffer from this bird's aura. Unfortunately, its body and mind have completely surrendered to Wang Feng, even if it is wronged and resented again. The body and mind also surrendered to Wang Feng uncontrollably. This situation made it extremely sad inside. Wang Feng came to the Raiden boy, glared at Piccolo, squatted down to help the Raiden boy. How is your injury? Seeing the weak Raiden boy, he was very embarrassed. After all, it was his own subordinate who beat him up. Up like this. Ahem, Mr. King, I'm okay. The Raiden boy was very excited when he saw the idol in his mind. He was immediately involved in his injuries and coughed heavily. Calm down, take a break, I'll call the association hospital to come over. Wang Feng quickly laid the Raiden kid on the ground and took out the phone to inform the M-City branch hospital of the Heroes Association. After getting things done with Raiden kid, he looked at Piccolo, who was embarrassed, and saw Piccolo like a kid who made mistakes. He was afraid and wronged. He was both distressed and angry. MMP, left him for a little while. Yes, immediately get into trouble, so how can he rest assured that he will let it go out alone in the future? Isn't it going to be a quarrel at that time? Kill it, king, kill it. Yes, all these vicious weird people deserve to die. The fled citizens saw that they were safe, and gradually gathered together. Vic glared at him, shouting that Wang Feng would kill Pic and return the world to a bright future. Piccolo clenched his fists and gritted his teeth. If it weren't for Wang Feng by his side, he would have already attacked him with his temperament. At the same time, it also peeped at Wang Feng in panic, for fear that Wang Feng would be persuaded by the citizens to kill him. Oh no, he didn't need to do anything to kill me. As long as a simple command, I'm afraid I would not do anything. He hesitantly committed suicide. Wang Feng took a deep breath and said lightly, sorry, I won't kill it. He glanced at the stunned people, and said, it's true, I hope it can become my subordinate and fight with me in the future. So I will never kill it, and for the trouble it caused to everyone, I apologize to you in place of it. Who? Seeing that Wang Feng did not intend to kill it, Piccolo breathed a sigh of relief, and his tight body relaxed. The people are slightly commotion. What's the situation? How could King accept a weird person as his subordinate? That's right, and the weirdo almost killed someone just now. How could Mr. King be so unwise? Is it because he was fascinated by the weirdo? Furthermore, weirdos are a bunch of wolf and ambitious guys. Mr. King adopts him now, and it is very likely that he will be bitten back in the future. Their faces are confused. The king, who is admired by all people, wants to accept a weird person as his subordinate. Has the cold-blooded and merciless king of the weird begin to move in compassion? If this is the case, can king still be the protector of mankind? They cursed secretly in their hearts, damn, we hate mother bitch. How can king degenerate into this? Where is the king who kills and decisively goes? King, you are a dignified S-rank hero, how can you get along with the weirdo? A man shouted excitedly, besides, that weirdo just wanted to kill, how can such a brutal guy stay in the world? King, we are determined. I don't agree with your practices that endanger the lives of others. If king adopts an ignorant weird person as a pet, they can understand and even support it. After all, an ignorant weird person can be tamed slowly. However, this weird person in front of him is a cruel and intelligent weird person, and he instinctively hates humans, so cruel. And how can a dangerous weirdo let it take to the streets? It should either be killed or thrown into the association's weird prison, let it stay inside but die. So what? Wang Feng put his hands in his pockets, and said lightly, I adopt it only because I want to adopt it, but it won't change my will because of anyone's opposition, even the Heroes Association. Tutu, 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 tutu. His heart beats violently, making an engine-like noise. Well, it's so exciting to pretend to be lifelike. This is the Imperial Engine. King has entered a state of combat. Okay, so powerful. The people looked at the expressionless king in a daze. This was the first time they had talked to the king at close range. It was also the first time they felt the powerful pressure on the king, making it difficult for them to breathe, especially when the king's cold eyes when they scan over them, they will feel inexplicably tight in their hearts, as if someone is pinching their hearts, making them suffocated. Hey, don't be in a daze, go away. Wang Feng put the hood of the sweater on the peaked cap, and walked back leisurely with his hands in his pockets, screaming. It seemed that he had passed the blunder. Pic stared blankly at Wang Feng, who would rather sacrifice his fame to preserve it. Reading www.uakanshu.com inexplicably gave birth to some warm currents, very comfortable. Master. Humph, I am a majestic earth messenger, how can I easily recognize you as Lord? Unless you order me to call you Master, even if you sacrificed so much to protect me today, I will not take the initiative to call you Master. King, you don't deserve to be a hero. There was a sudden shout from the crowd. Shoo! A fresh egg just bought from the supermarket flew towards Wang Feng. Snapped. The egg is broken, and the yolk and egg white are dripping out. Wang Feng's figure paused, then looked back at Piccolo who had blocked the egg for him in amazement. Those who want to hurt my lord, them all. Piccolo looked at the people coldly, stretched out his hand and aimed at the crowd, and an energy bomb the size of a duck egg was instantly condensed. HMPH, I am here, don't you want to hurt everyone? The Thunder Boy struggled to get up, swayed in front, gritted his teeth and stared at Piccolo. The electric baton in his hand made the sound of thunder and lightning. Wang Feng glanced at Raiden Boy sideways, then turned and left. Hey, stop messing around, go home and eat hot pot. Yes, master. The Thunder Boy looked at Wang Feng and Bic, who were gradually walking away, with a dull expression. Just now, the weird man just called King as the master. The people were stunned. The brutal and inhuman weird actually recognized King as the master. They looked at each other, all with unbelievable looks. However, thinking carefully, and suddenly realized, maybe only a super strong like King has enough charm to convince the weird person to be willing to worship the master. King, a man like a god. Chapter 50. Then castrate him. King's raising of weird people spread to the world through the media the next day, and 26 city residents all saw this hot headline news. Such a breaking news caused an uproar among the citizens. Most people opposed the king's raising of weird people, thinking that raising weird people is no different from raising tigers. If you are not careful, you will hurt the surrounding residents. Many citizens have written to the Heroes Association, complaining about the unethical behavior of King. City Heroes Association Headquarters. Report to the Minister. According to the reports of the citizens of M City, King is raising weird people privately. We hope that we will stop King and kill the weird people adopted by King or throw them into prison. According to the Raiden Boy's explanation, that weird man has the strength of a tiger-level weird, and has a cruel temperament. He tried to kill people in the street. Maria and Collison stand in front of Sick and report information about King raising weird people. Raising a weirdo. Ziki looked strange. Did the weirdo that King raises resisted King's order? Raising weird people is not uncommon. Among the senior management of the association, a large group of people are raising weird people, either as pets or as tools for making money, etc. These are already open secrets in the management of the association, so Maria et al. People are no strangers to the king raising weirdos. Moreover, with the strength of the king, if the weirdos violently resisted, they would have been killed long ago. Maria said with a solemn expression. According to the feedback from the citizens on the spot, the weirdos raised by King not only do not resist King, but are willing to serve as King as their master. Ziki was surprised. The weirdo is willing to be King as his master. Maria nodded and said admiringly, yes, maybe Mr. King's personality is too strong. Even weirdos are attracted by King and willing to become his servants. Quote. Siki glanced at Maria with a fanatical face in silence. He couldn't believe the words of a stupid fan. Thinking about it, he looked at Collison. Coelson, do you know why the weirdo is willing to be king? The reason is temporarily unclear. Collison frowned and said, from the Raiden Boy, I learned that the weird person named Piccolo was very upholding the king, and even more so because the people's eggs almost hit the king and wanted to kill the people in anger. It can be seen that Piccolo, the weirdo, is very loyal to King. Siki narrowed his eyes. What method did King use to make the weirdo so loyal to him? Collison suggested, maybe we can ask King to come over for consultation. In fact, the Association of Heroes also has a lot of research on weirdos. The most famous one is the Drive the Tiger and Eat the Wolf project. The content of this project is mainly to study how to control weird people, and then make these controlled weird people become important for humans to resist weird disasters. Combat power. However, the project is not going well, and the control of the weirdos has not been well grasped. It is very easy for the weirds to get out of control and violent. The ghost-level weird leopard-headed hedgehog that escaped from the weird prison in M City the day before was the failed test product of the project. They have been looking for a breakthrough point, but the results of the experiment are very unsatisfactory. However, what they never expected is that when they were disappointed to give up, King would tame a weird person and obedience, which made their eyes suddenly bright. I saw the hope of controlling the weirdo again. In 2 days, by the way, I will mention to him the use of his reputation to promote the pressure of the association. Ziki solemnly said, the most important thing at the moment is to do trust public relations for King. Although raising weird people is nothing to them, but for ordinary people, raising weird people is simply heresy. All it, that is, King can survive the anger of the people. Although King can make a stranger willing to surrender, he is like raising a Tibetan Mastiff. The Tibetan Mastiff shook his head and waved his tail at him, but grinned at others, and might even rush to bite others. So, even if King showed the ability to make Weirdo obedient, the people were very worried that Piccolo would suddenly run away and hurt people. They wanted to live in a crab world without weirdos. More importantly, they are afraid that after the strongest hero King gets along with the weirdo for a long time, he will have sympathy for the weirdo. Minister, I think we can just use the king to raise weirdos to announce the plan of driving tigers and devouring wolves. On the one hand, we can explain the existence and necessity of weird prisons, and on the other hand, we can explain the funds raised from the people. Where does the cost go? 3 times, we can feed the weirdos for king, and get 3 kills with 1 stone. Collison pushed his glasses and immediately put forward his own opinions and suggestions. Huh, not bad. Six Eyes lit up and he smiled. Just do what you said. He said to Maria, Maria, you use our weird alarm to promote our project to the outside world, and at the same time defend King. King is the heroic moral model they have recently established. How could he have black spots in morality? Besides, raising weirdos is really not a big deal. As long as we can control weirdos, the Association of Heroes has always kept one eye open. Close one eye. Minister, it's not good. Dinosaur-type weirdos have appeared one after another in M-City. The number of weird people has reached 15 now, and more dinosaur weirdos are continuing to emerge. What? Hurry, temporarily stop trusting King to achieve public relations, and dispatch the hero to M-City to eliminate the weird person. By the way, call King and ask him to settle the weird trouble. Yes. M-City. King's home. A duck-billed monster appeared in the streets of Sanjoli in M-City. Reading www.uakanshu.com. The disaster rating of the COM monster is wolf level. At present, the B-level hero Super Police Autobot is fighting the monster. A velociraptor weirdo appeared on Wuxu Street in M-City. The disaster level of the weirdo is Tiger. At present. A Stegosaurus monster appeared in the cross street of M-City. The disaster level of the monster is Tiger level. In just a dozen minutes, the Weird News channel of the M-City TV station successively broadcast more than 20 news about dinosaurs and strangers, as if dinosaurs invaded the city, causing commotion and anxiety among the citizens. Wang Feng scratched his head. Do you want to go out and help? He glanced at Piccolo who was mopping the floor, remembering that after returning home yesterday, he grabbed Piccolo's ear and gave 3 permanent commands. First, you must not harm humans, but if humans want to harm you unreasonably, then castrate him. Second, be willing to help others on weekdays, but if other people insult you while you are helping others, then castrate him. Third, actively kill weird people, and strive to improve your own strength. If others gossiping about killing you weird people, such as that you killed the same kind in cold blood, then castrate him. Fourth, if the author of this article is an eunuch, then, oh, you don't need to castrate anymore, he will be in the palace. Master, what if it is a woman? Oh, do you know how to ligate? Do not know. Fuck her then. Bic, help me wash my underwear, put on your lowly doll suit after washing, let's go. Wang Feng stared at the frequently scrolling weird messages on the TV station, and said in a low voice, execute justice. Yes, master. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel Chapter 51. Level 10, I am invincible. Pick, go up and bite it. Bic. Wang Feng took Piccolo to follow the trail of the weirdo, and finally found a horned dragon weird in an alley. The weird is more than 2 meters tall and looks exactly like the ancient horned dragon. The head is relatively large and the neck is wrinkled. Fold-like protrusions, shaped like a shield, with long horns on the head, sharp as a spear, a thin snout, a pointed beak, and a stout body, some resembling modern rhinos. Roar. The weird roared, without any language, either it was too lazy to talk nonsense, or it was just a pure animal weirdo, not an intelligent weird like Piccolo, unable to speak. Pung. Piccolo didn't say a word, came up and bite. Ah! A burst of energy was ejected directly. However, the energy bomb hits behind the weird's neck shield, only slightly repelled the weird, and did not cause too much injury to the weird. It can be seen that the defense of the horned dragon is very high. This is a tiger-level weirdo. Wang Feng estimated its disaster level based on the powerful defense of the horned dragon monster. Roar. Pic's energy bomb angered the horned monster. The monster roared, his horned head was slightly lowered, his hind foot kicked, his front foot slapped, and the two of them slammed into Wang Feng. Kai. However, after the horned dragon dashed forward, it didn't hit anything. It pushed all the way to the air. It looked up slightly suspiciously and found that there were no traces of Wang Feng and Piccolo. It shrugged suspiciously. He shrugged his nose, spouted two blasts of air, and turned around, looking for the two figures of Wang Feng. Explosive energy bomb. In the air, there were two loud shouts suddenly, and immediately two energy bombs the size of duck eggs flew down. Boom boom. After two explosions, there was a cloud of dust. Roar. The horned dragon monster hissed and looked up at the two suspended in the air. He circulated anxiously on the ground, trying to attack the two but couldn't reach them. He was about to go away and was harassed by Piccolo's energy bombs, making it crazy. Numbness, they are shameless. Don't break the defense against him. Wang Feng frowned in embarrassment. He was hovering in the air for 5 meters. The first 2 days he used the vaccine card to comprehend flying, and he could fly freely in the earth. Unfortunately, because his flying skill was only LV1, the flying height is only 5 or 6 meters, and the flying speed is very slow, similar to walking. Pick gave Wang Feng a bitter look. If it were the previous one, this kind of mobs would really be wiped out bit by bit, but now it only has to levitate to avoid fighting against tiger-level monsters. However, it is not doubtful that Wang Feng will use explosive energy bombs. It can be hatched by absorbing the vaccine human energy from Wang Feng as power. Therefore, if Wang Feng has vaccine human energy in his body, he will use explosive energy bombs. It's normal. Wang Feng turned a blind eye to the look of a grieving woman. He chose a card from his card bag and prepared it for consumption. Now he has reached level 9, only one level is short of level 10. Let's take a look at him. The property board. Name: Wang Feng. English name: King. Level 9. Experience value: 2,985 4,000ths. Physical strength: 5. Power: 4. Speed: 14. Defense: 12. Lucky value: hidden attributes, cannot be viewed, cannot be changed. Attribute points: 20. Skills: 1. Liquid jet LV1. Jet liquid out to attack the enemy. 2. Explosive energy bomb LV1. Collect the surrounding energy and launch an energy bomb like a laser cannon. 3. Strengthen transformation LV1. Strengthen one's own ability, make the power of one's own skills even higher. 4. Flying LV1. As the messenger of the earth, you can fly freely in the earth. Skill points: 10. There is still more than 1,000 experience points to be able to rise to level 10. Wang Feng stared at his attribute board. All thoughts. According to the experience value of the previous star cards, it consumes 1 star card. You can get more than 100 experience points, and you can get about 1,000 experience points when you consume 2-star cards. If you want to upgrade, you only need to consume 1 2-star monster card. System: give me the 2-star monster card, Yuanli Pig. Ding! Congratulations to the host for gaining 1283 experience points. Ding! Comprehend the skill of the card character failed. Ding! Congratulations to the host, the character has been upgraded to level 10, and he has gained 5 attribute points and 1 skill point. Ding! Congratulations to the host for turning from being obscure to being famous. The system hereby rewards the host with a special card, a card without a star rating. Ding! The non-star card is a blank card, and the host only needs to mirror the target to make the corresponding card. Ding! Warm reminder, cards without star ratings are special cards, you can't gain experience after using them, and you can't comprehend the skills of card characters. Small famous. Wang Feng was startled, his face was speechless, he is the strongest man on the surface of the world, King. Are you telling me that it's just a little famous now? You are not afraid that others will lose their teeth when they laugh, ha, ha ha. Oh, the teeth are lost. Ding! The system calculates the host's reputation relative to the game. In the game, the host is just a rookie, and there is nothing wrong with it. Quote, quote. Forget it, I won't care about these little details with you. Wang Feng pulled down his attribute board again. Name: Wang Feng. English name: King. Level 10. Experience value: 268 5,000ths. Physical strength: 5. Power: 4. Speed: 14. Defense: 12. Lucky value. Hidden attributes. www.mtlnovel.com. Cannot be viewed and cannot be changed. Attribute points. 25. Skills. 1. Liquid jet LV1. Jet liquid out to attack the enemy. 4. Explosive energy bomb LV1. Collect the surrounding energy and launch an energy bomb like a laser cannon. 5. Strengthen transformation LV1. Strengthen your own abilities and make your skills more powerful. 4. Flying LV1. As the messenger of the earth, you can fly freely in the earth. Skill points. 11. Cards. 4-star weird card Desire Judge, 1-star weird card Magic Bird. Special card. No star card X1. Warm reminder. 1. Every attribute of a normal person is 5. Full value is 100. 2. The power of the skill depends on the level and is not affected by the character itself, but the number of times the skill is released is affected by the power attribute. Wang Feng glanced casually, without checking carefully. He immediately added 10 of the 25 attribute points to his physical attributes. As the saying goes, there are no bad farming fields, only tired cows. The skills are endless. But when his physical strength is exhausted, his body will really be hollowed out by then. The remaining 15 attribute points were all added to the defense by him. I have to say that his philosophy is, he is strong and I am not bad from King Kong. If you want to hit someone, you must first learn to be beaten. Now, his defense has reached 40 points. If he works harder and focuses on defense, he adds to the full value of 100 points. It is estimated that his defense will surpass most people in the world. At that time, in the face of battle, he was full of defenses, coupled with an endless stream of cards, wasting the opponent. You can't touch me anyway, and you can't touch me to death. Chapter 52. Leveling with Bic. After adding attribute points, Wang Feng directly added skill points to flying and explosive energy bomb. These two skills, one is used to drive or escape, the other is a powerful attack method, practicality very strong. The remaining two skills, the liquid jet, is to shoot liquid from you to attack the enemy, such as saliva, or the pea. The attack method is disgusting and does not fit his tall image, so if it is not necessary, he decides it would be wasteful not to add skill points to the above. Enhanced transformation is actually very useful, but the enhanced transformation will consume his physical strength more quickly. In the case of his physical strength is scum, the enhanced transformation is a bit tasteless. He hesitated, and finally upgraded the enhanced transformation from LV1 to LV2. Now I also have the strength of a tiger-level weirdo. After adding points, he already has 3 LV2 skills. According to the system level setting, the 5 skill levels correspond to the 5 disaster levels of the weirdo. LV2 is equal to tiger level. Roar. The horned dragon monster saw Wang Feng and Piccolo hiding in the air and attacking it. They didn't come down to fight it, but they continued to harass it, making it very annoying. After being harassed for a long time, it became more manic, and finally it roared and went completely violently. Its eyes were red, and its muscles were convex and convex. It looked like a stone carved. It looked strong and powerful, quite ordinary in the game. After being full of anger, the eccentric evolves into an elite eccentric sense of sight. Boom. Piccolo yawned and dropped an energy bomb casually. Roar. The weird glared at Piccolo, snarled in a low voice, kicked his back foot, and slammed into Piccolo in the air. The height of his jump was more than 2 meters away from Piccolo's flying height. But now Piccolo was stunned to find that the horned dragon flew directly at it, and according to the impact speed and height of the horned dragon, he was completely able to photograph it. Withdraw. Such a thought spontaneously popped up in its mind, and its body moved with it and floated back a step away. Wow. Just when it retreated half a meter, the sharp rhinoceros horns of the horned dragon assassinated it, cutting through the air and making a sharp wind-breaking sound. The fierce attack made it startled, and cold sweat suddenly dripped. At this time, it really missed its almost invincible strength the previous 2 days, giving it the arrogance of meeting the gods and killing the gods and the Buddhas, but now, alas, no mention, heartache. Wait a minute, the master has the power to make me surrender, why can't I get a mob? It was puzzled, and looked at the slightly excited Wang Feng while alerting the horned dragon monster. Explosive energy bomb. Wang Feng opened his hand to the roaring horned dragon monster. A golf ball, inexplicably thinking of a beautiful woman, the size of the energy ball instantly condensed into shape, and then rushed to the horned dragon monster with lightning speed. Boom. The energy bomb hit the weird person accurately, making a muffled sound. Roar. The strange man screamed painfully. Obviously, Wang Feng's energy bomb had already injured it. When the dust dissipated, the strange man's neck shield broke open with a big mouth, and the blood rushed. Hey, not dead. Then one more. Wang Feng glanced at the horned dragon weird in surprise, and opened his hand to condense another Guanzhilin energy bomb. Who knows, the weird was furious, and his explosive power increased greatly. Wow! A gust of wind blew, and the horned dragon fell to the ground. It shook its head and looked up suspiciously, and found that Wang Feng's height had actually risen by 5 or 6 meters, completely beyond its attack range. What a shame. Explosive energy bomb. Wang Feng didn't talk any more nonsense, and fired a few more energy bombs, and directly killed the stubborn horned monster. He lowered his body and touched the corpse of the horned monster. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Ceratops. It really is a tiger-level weirdo. Wang Feng's expression is very refreshing. After he has reached level 10, he already has the strength to match the tiger-level monsters. Well, as long as you continue to work hard, one day you will be able to get the air day by day. Hey, won't I be there? Teddy. It has become stronger. Piccolo stared at Wang Feng strangely. Wang Feng's explosive energy bomb was obviously weaker just now, but in just 1 minute, Wang Feng's explosive energy bomb increased greatly, which made it feel very strange. Wang Feng glanced at Piccolo, suddenly remembering about pet leveling, and asked the system in his heart. System, if I kill the weirdo, can Piccolo gain experience points? According to his past experience in playing games, if the owner takes a pet to kill monsters, the pet can also get corresponding experience points. I don't know if this is in the system settings. Ding! Whether the host kills the weird person or the pet itself kills the weird person, the pet can get corresponding experience points. In addition, if other people kill the weird person, the pet cannot get the experience point. Clear. Wang Feng was overjoyed, and he quickly turned out Piccolo's attribute board in the pet section. Name. Pick. Species. Vaccine man. Background. Because humans continue to pollute the environment, in order to obliterate humans and the harmful civilization created by humans, weird people born by the will of the earth. Level. LV1. Experience value. 973 10,000ths. Skills. 1. Explosive energy bombs. Gather the surrounding energy. www.mtlnovel.com. Launch energy bombs like laser cannons. 2. Strengthen the transformation. Strengthen one's own abilities and make the power of one's skills even higher. 3. Flying. As the messenger of the earth, you can fly freely in the earth. Pick. Don't be in a daze, let's go and practice leveling. Wang Feng didn't linger any longer, greeted Piccolo, and immediately rushed to the location of the strange person according to the strange person's information announced by the Heroes Association on the phone. Leveling. Pick was confused and followed Wang Feng in a muddled manner. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Stegosaurus. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Ankylosaurus. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 1-star weird card, Hadrosaurus. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Deinonychus. Wang Feng led Piccolo all the way to the past, killing more than a dozen dinosaur weirdos one after another. Piccolo's experience value has also risen from 1,000 to more than 8,000, only 2-star weird experience points can be. Promote to LV2 and become a veritable tiger-level monster. Where did these dinosaur weird come from? How come so many suddenly? It's the same as appearing out of thin air. He led Piccolo to the location of the next dinosaur weirdo. It is very strange that so many dinosaur weirdos appeared out of thin air. It stands to reason that the Heroes Association has special hero inspections in every city. There is no reason why so many weirdos will not be discovered. Besides, there is a government. How do these weird people hide under the eyes of the Heroes Association and the government? Or is it that these weird people have suddenly mutated recently, so the association and the government have not detected and suppressed the signs of danger in time? Chapter 53. Mr. King will definitely come to save us. City A. Heroes Association Headquarters. Report to Minister, Mr. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur monster. Report to Minister, Mr. King killed a wolf-level dinosaur monster. Report Minister, Raiden Kid killed a wolf-level dinosaur monster. Report to Minister, Mr. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur monster. Report to the Minister, the Super Police Autobot has eliminated a tiger-level dinosaur weird. Report to Minister, Mr. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur monster. In the combat room, Maria reported to Sick about the extinction of the dinosaur monsters in M City at any time. Among them, the name of King appeared more frequently than other heroes. Wang Feng is really shameless. He flew into the air and bombarded the dinosaurs when he encountered the dinosaurs. But the dinosaurs had nothing to do with him, only to be beaten. Therefore, Wang Feng can always solve the eccentrics easily, and the killing efficiency is very high. Unlike other heroes who have to fight with the weirdos with real swords and guns, they often kill 1000 enemies and lose 800, and the killing efficiency is very low. Mr. King is worthy of being an S-rank hero, and the number of weirdos killed is far more than the number of other heroes. After Ziki praised him, he immediately asked, Maria, how many dinosaur weirdos are left in M City? According to incomplete statistics, there are more than 40 dinosaur weirdos who suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Now more than 20 have been wiped out, and only a dozen dinosaur weirdos are still alive. Well, I believe that at the speed of Mr. King and others, these a dozen weirdos will soon be wiped out. Ziki nodded with satisfaction and asked suddenly, yes, have you found out the source of these dinosaur weirdos? Minister, sorry, there is not much news about the source of the dinosaur weird at the moment. However, there is a famous dinosaur expert in M City, Professor Hammond. He is very obsessed with dinosaur fossils. Things are pretty rare. I think he may know some reasons for the mass emergence of dinosaurs. At present, our association has staff members who have gone to Professor Hammond's Research Institute for consultation, and I believe there will be results soon. Okay, continue to follow up the relevant news, figure out the source of the dinosaur weird as soon as possible, and eliminate the danger from the source. Yes, Minister. Ziki nodded, and suddenly said, by the way, we will publish the information about the heroes killing the weirdos, and broadcast it in real time to promote our association. Recently, the Heroes Association has been repeatedly complained by citizens, and the crisis of trust has become more and more serious. Especially after the blasting of the weird prison and the king's raising of weird people, the citizens have become more and more dissatisfied with the association. Therefore, the association must promote heroic deeds, increase the weight of the citizens, and improve the bad image of the association. At the same time, it must also clean up the new heroic example set up by the association, King. M City. Early Street. Roar. A beast roar as loud as thunder spread out for 10 miles. Help! Who can come to rescue us? Where are the heroes? Where are the heroes of the Heroes Association? More than a dozen humans slowly retreated into a dead end under the threat of dinosaurs, surrounded by walls, making them birds in cages with nowhere to escape. In front of them, a 12-meter-high dinosaur weird strictly blocked the escape route. The weird head was as big as a lantern, with big eyes and a wide mouth. The most frightening thing is that it has 2 rows of sharp teeth in its big mouth. The teeth are very similar to the teeth of a great white shark, sharp as a knife, and the body is relatively slim compared to other dinosaurs. Roar. The dinosaur weirdo approached humans step by step, making deep roars, bell-sized eyes full of bloodshot eyes, staring at more than a dozen humans, mouths grinning open, fishy mouth dripping down. Ah, help, help. They kept pushing their bodies back, crying for help. However, Early Street is relatively remote compared to other places. The heroes of the association are fighting the fire in the city center, so there is no time to take care of it. At this time, the weird siren set up by the Heroes Association in the city center suddenly announced. Residents of City M, here is the real-time broadcast of the latest situation of the dinosaur monster riot in M City by the Heroes Association. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur weird 7 minutes ago. King killed a wolf-level dinosaur weird 5 minutes ago. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur weird 1 minute ago. More than 10 consecutive broadcasts about the death of weird people were all monopolized by King. Mr. King. What sounded in the ears of a dozen or so humans was the name of the most famous man, King. This powerful hero's title gave them hopelessness. Mr. King, yes, Mr. King will definitely come to save us. Everyone must firmly believe that Mr. King will definitely come to save us. He is the patron saint of RM City, he will definitely come to save us. A hissing shout suddenly erupted from the crowd, as if the louder the shout, the king would hear his call for help and rushed to rescue him. Mr. King. Everyone was taken aback, will he come to save us? We only complained to him yesterday. Yes, he will, with Mr. King's bearing, he will definitely not care about us, he will forgive us, he will come to save us, he will come. Shout out. The man firmly believed that the king would come to rescue them. Perhaps only in this way would they not be desperate, would not give up on survival, and would stubbornly deal with the weirdo to the end, waiting for the king or other heroes to come to rescue. Reading www.uakanshu.com. Yes, King will come to rescue me, he will definitely come to rescue us. Yes, Mr. King will definitely come to save us. Wasn't it the same before? Whenever we are facing desperate despair, Mr. King will come out to save us. I believe this time will be no exception. He has not given up on us, he will come. Maybe they don't think that King will come at all in their hearts, but when facing death, they cling to the last straw and let themselves have a glimmer of hope of continuing to survive. Yes, Mr. King will definitely come, let us call Mr. King's name, he will definitely hear our call for help and rush over. King. There are only a dozen remaining human beings chanting, King, in unison, one is better than one, they shout hysterically, they shout with all their strength, call the name that gives them hope, King. They firmly believe that the strongest man on the surface will come to rescue them. Roar. The dinosaur weird seemed to be irritated by the loud noise of the crowd calling for help. He roared low and dashed towards them. Ah, help. King. When it is critical, some people cry for father and mother, some insist on shouting for king, and some people can't stand the stimulation and they just fainted. Bick, hurry up, ******* me this weirdo, don't let the bald head take it away. At this time, King suddenly yelled anxiously from the air. Chapter 54. Rob. More than 10 minutes ago. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Dread Dragon. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Heavy Claw Dragon. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Scythe Dragon. Along the way, King Wang Feng received a few more freak cards. However, collecting more freak cards did not make him happy, but made him depressed, because every time he rushed to the freak scene, the freak had already died. K didn't get the corresponding experience value from it at all. A punch. When he rushed to the next dinosaur weird scene again, he found that the dinosaur weirdo similar to Carnotaurus was also dead. He frowned and stared at the sunken head of the dinosaur weird. There were obvious fist marks on the wound. Won't it be Saitama's doing it, right? He was thoughtful. Saitama is very interested in heroes. After seeing weirdos on TV, we always set out to go to places where weirdos are rampant to destroy weirs. Now M City has been invaded by dinosaur weirdos and must have gone to major cities. On the Weird News channel, Saitama probably also saw relevant news, so it is normal for him to come over to kill the monsters. If it were the usual, he would be very happy to pick up cards behind Saitama's butt, but now he is upgrading with Piccolo. Hurry up, Saitama has taken action. If you don't hurry, the day lily will be cold for a while. King greeted Piccolo and took the lead to go to the nearest location in the cell phone weird information. However, he was a step late in the end. When he and Piccolo arrived, the weird man had died. The death was very tragic. The head burst and the entire dinosaur body fell in the ruins of tall buildings. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Wild Dragon. Damn it, Saitama is one step ahead. King was upset in his heart, stopped talking nonsense, and led Piccolo to the other weird scene quickly. Well, it's late again. Fuck, Saitama, let me go the next weirdo and let me come. Oh, Bald, this is my place, don't mess around. He pursued the trail of the weird all the way, However, wherever he went, he would always be a dead weird, and he was blown to the ground with one punch, completely without the ability to resist. After Sick made a real-time text broadcast on the heroes to eliminate the weirdos, the weird alarm siren established by the Heroes Association in the city center continued to broadcast. Residents of City M, here is the real-time broadcast of the latest situation of the dinosaur monster riot in M City by the Heroes Association. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur weird 7 minutes ago. King killed a wolf-level dinosaur weird 5 minutes ago. King killed a tiger-level dinosaur weird 1 minute ago. More than 10 consecutive broadcasts about the death of weird people were all monopolized by King. Attention residents of City M, and residents of City M. The Heroes Association has notified urgently that a tiger-level weird appears on Early Street in M City. The Heroes Association is currently dispatching heroes to eliminate the weird. Before the weird, please stay away from Early Street. Go to the refuge to escape. Of course, the weird alarm is still broadcasting various weird information normally. Quote. King was annoyed by Saitama's robbing him of a weird person. He suddenly heard the association's announcement. He was startled, and he couldn't help but feel happy. Oh, Saitama, you are a dead bald robbing me of a weird person. It's fair to take credit for you. Ah hello, do you know how to get to Early Street? King turned his head and looked over, and saw Saitama coming over with a dead fish eye. Saitama. Ha, this guy didn't go to the next weird scene. Doesn't know the way. Well, good opportunity. His eyes lit up, and the thought of deceiving Saitama to leave has arisen in his heart. He is. Piccolo, who was led by King to run around, took a breath. He heard Saitama's call and felt that his voice was very familiar. He looked up and his pupils shrank in an instant, his bald head like a salted egg, and the khaki-colored Superman suit with low exploded. White tablecloth cloak, red household dishwashing gloves and red plastic rain boots. The inheritance memory of the old vaccine man quickly flooded into Piccolo's mind, causing it to breathe quickly. His fists were clenched, his eyes were red, and he stared at Saitama. Woo, he is. The murderer who killed his father, that bitter egg, bald. Quack. Because its fists were too tightly clenched, the joints made a sound of sore teeth, and there was a strong urge to rush to kill Saitama. Well. King heard Piccolo's rapid breathing and glanced at Piccolo in confusion, and sighed in his heart. Alas, he was going to raise a powerful pet with a costume, river crab, but he didn't expect the system to be tricked. The potential pets, people are deceived and cheated. The vaccination people of the past are awe-inspiring, and the vaccine people are now sluggish, and they pant like this after running a few steps. www.mtlnovel.com. Weakness makes me uncomfortable. No, I have to let it upgrade as soon as possible. Obviously, I am raising it to protect me, but now I am protecting it. I have to take pains to upgrade it. It is completely gone from the previous chic life. Tired. It's just that the pets of their own choice have to go on no matter how hard they are, no matter how tired they are. Oh, Early Street is over there. King pointed out a direction to Saitama while he was thinking, and then, ignoring the doubt, Saitama ran to Early Street with Piccolo. Pick, don't delay, go quickly, go to the level. Just when Piccolo couldn't help rushing over to dry Saitama, King gave an order to let it reluctantly give up revenge, staring at Saitama fiercely through the lowly suit, and, reluctantly, followed King to Airy Street. Ah, that was just underwear, right? Saitama glanced at King's back in a puzzled look, shook his head, and rushed towards King's direction. The weirdo waited for me, to execute justice. Roar. King took Piccolo to Early Street and heard the grotesque roar from a distance. He was refreshed, the grotesque was still alive, it was great, Piccolo didn't run away, and Saitama was counted by the dead bald guy. In his anxiety, he subconsciously called Piccolo to pick up the weirdos, ignoring Piccolo as just a little wolf-level pet baby, where he has done the big guy in front. Yes. Pick couldn't defy the king's order, even if he knew that he couldn't beat the dinosaur weird like the great white shark in front of him, he could only rush forward with his scalp. Explosive energy bomb. It directly started a leapfrog battle with an energy bomb. Chapter 55. Woe Scar. Suppress the marsh. War. King, is that Mr. King? Great, Mr. King is here to save us. I said Mr. King will definitely come to save us. He never gave up on us. The people heard the sound of the battle and looked at it in panic. However, they were pleasantly surprised to find that King was floating in midair watching the battle underneath, and the dinosaur monster who was chasing them was fighting with a Lolita. Leave it alone, anyway, Mr. King is here. The dinosaur monsters will definitely not live long. They are finally saved. Their tight body suddenly relaxes and sits paralyzed under the wall, all with a surviving expression. Boom. The people safely handed over the battle to the king, and King also handed over the battle to Piccolo. However, Piccolo was not the opponent of the dinosaur monsters. The energy bombs could not break the defense and were pressed by the dinosaur monsters step by step. When King saw that the situation was wrong, he immediately noticed that he had done something wrong, and then he glanced at the people under the corner not far away, and he was suddenly shocked. Bick, stop pestering the weird person, leave the weird person elsewhere, I will get out and clean it up. He was afraid that his energy bomb would accidentally injure the people, so he simply asked Piccolo to lead the weirdo to other remote places, and then use the energy bomb to slowly consume the weirdo. Woo, I really want to cry. We were still complaining to Mr. King before, but he didn't blame us at all. When the weird came, he still actively wiped out the weird and protected the incompetent as Mr. King. Mr. King, I'm sorry. Mr. King, I am sorry for you too. The people cried and yelled, saying I'm sorry for King. King, you will always be my idol and the words that touch everyone's hearts. However, King did not hear the shouts of the people at all. He had already followed the tail of the dinosaur monster. Piccolo led the monster in front, and at the same time looked for a place where he could fight with confidence. Hey, this is weird. Suddenly, a familiar voice came into King's ear. It was the voice of Saitama. His eyes widened and he couldn't help shouting, Saitama, you are dead bald, let go of Kuiran and let me. Boom. A sound like a bomb exploded, and the head of the dinosaur weird chasing Piccolo instantly smashed open like a watermelon. His brain was overflowing, and the minced meat was spilled on the floor. The sound fell decadently on the street. From beginning to end, there was no time to let out a scream before death. My weirdo. King stared at the weird man with his broken head dumbfounded. He wanted to cry without tears, but the experience monster he found for Piccolo was snatched away by that guy in Saitama. Saitama, I want to kill you. He vented his depression with an angry shout at Saitama who was full of boring face. However, what he vented was a command that pleased him in Bick's ears. This way of fighting, this weird way of death. Piccolo stopped running and stared blankly at the minced meat falling on the ground. The memory that scared him but made it resentful filled his mind, and his father was beaten to death by that man in the same way. Damn it. Hateful. Killing the father's hatred is not shared. I want to kill him. It breathed heavily and stared at the disappointed Saitama. The hatred and anger in its heart occupied its mind, causing its body to tremble slightly, and its fists could not help but squeeze, and the energy in the body was gathering, ready to attack. Under King's unconsciously specious command, it grinned cruelly, and its body suddenly grew bigger, bursting into the lowly suit. It stretched out its hands and opened it at Saitama, yelling, damn bald head, go to hell. Explosion. Energy bomb. Shoo. An energy projectile the size of a golf ball lost towards Saitama who was stunned. Hey, there is another weirdo. Well, kill. After hearing the sound, Saitama looked at Piccolo with his dead fish eyes hanging from his side. His expression instantly changed from dazed to fierce. His body shook slightly, and suddenly disappeared from King and Piccolo's sight. When he appeared, he was already in front of Piccolo. The palm of his red dishwashing glove was squeezed into a fist, and he slammed past the shocked Piccolo. Ding! The system has detected the host's pet. The vaccine person has died. Does the host resurrect the pet? King has been in a trapped state, and has not reacted to the development of the situation from beginning to end. The experience monster he has worked so hard to bring out to upgrade Piccolo is robbed by Saitama. Piccolo attacked Saitama inexplicably, and Saitama did not hesitate. The counterattack blasted Piccolo, and the system directly prompted Piccolo to be dead. Do you want to revive it? Huh. Is this a movie? The ups and downs of the plot are full of suspense. He looked dumbfounded at Piccolo who had become a pile of minced meat, then looked at Saitama who was patting his **** and preparing to leave, and shouted, Dead bald, you stop me. Num, kill my pet at will, do you want to leave? Huh. Someone called me. Saitama looked back suspiciously, and saw King floating in the air. Hey, you are that underwear. Quote. The black line on King's forehead drew down instantly, and he pointed at Saitama out of anger and said, Are you a braised egg? Saitama pointed to the 3 scars on King's left face again. You are 3-scar underwear. King sighed. You are a bald egg. Ah, don't you want to change the subject? I ask you, how can you kill my pet at will? Although Piccolo took the initiative to attack you, you wouldn't kill it, right? Saitama scratched his face with his fingers, and said in confusion, I didn't kill your pets. I only kill weirdos. I never kill little guys like cats or dogs. Well, you should have made a mistake, your family. I certainly did not kill the pet. King pointed to Piccolo's pile of minced meat, www.mtlnovel.com, and hummed, Hey, the corpse of my pet is still here. Speaking of which, you not only killed it, but also cruel corpse. Ah, is this weird person your pet? Saitama's eyes widened and looked at King in surprise. You actually keep the weird person as a pet. Are you not afraid of it? King said in a bad mood. Which pet owner do you see is afraid of keeping pets? Oh, but, it was the first to attack me. Saitama frowned. It's wrong for a pet to attack passers-by. If you bite passers-by, you will lose money. Well, besides, you won't pay for pets. It's wearing an iron chain. It's extremely dangerous. You see, it's about to bite me just now. For this, of course I have to fight it back. I didn't expect it to be killed. I didn't mean to kill it so quickly. Quote. The corner of King's mouth twitched and he was weak. Okay, I didn't put a chain on the dangerous pet. It was my fault. Pikik attacked you first and we didn't care. Furthermore, when the hero saw the weird, the first reaction was to kill. And Piccolo attacked you first without knowing it, you killed it, and it seemed that I had nothing to say. Hey, summing it up, how did you find that Saitama was right? Of course, if Piccolo is really dead, even if it is unreasonable, he will have to talk to Saitama and say, now that the system has a resurrection mechanism, then there is no need to stalk. But, if you lose, you can't lose in the battle. You can lose in battle, but you can't lose in momentum. He stared at Saitama, and solemnly said, Saitama, today's matter will be revealed for the time being, but what I want to tell you is that one day, there will be a battle between you and me. At that time, it will be life or death. Well, make a ruthless word, make a strong voice. Huh. Saitama looked at King in amazement. This man, is it a neurosis? Chapter 56. King Avatar. Well, I don't want to fight with you, it's too much trouble. Saitama scratched his face with his fingers, and said, I'm here to destroy the weirdo, but I don't have time to fight with you. Hey, Saitama, when you and I are really familiar, you will taste the fear of being dominated by me in the game. It doesn't matter, I couldn't tell the south, east, and the north. Saitama looked casual, and walked away. King stared at the leaving figure of Saitama, his mouth twitched. Saitama, today's atmosphere is not suitable for formal acquaintance, wait for the next time. Anyway, there are so many bonds between you and me, sooner or later we will really know each other, but I hope to see each other next time. Stop calling each other, underpants, and, broiled eggs, it makes me, so shameless. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining a 2-star monster card Karcharon. He touched the corpse of the weird person casually, and at the same time asked the system to resurrect Piccolo. Ding, the system has contained dead pets, countdown to resurrection, 47 days. The countdown begins, 46 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. Quote. King smiled helplessly, this resurrection time is so long. Attention to residents of City M, and to residents of City M. The Heroes Association has notified urgently that ghost-level weirdos have appeared on the streets of Fucheng in City M. The Heroes Association is currently dispatching heroes to eliminate weirdos. Please stay away from the streets of Fucheng before weirs are eliminated. Go to the evacuation shelter as soon as possible. Huh. Ghost-level weirdo. King was slightly startled, and quickly lost towards Fucheng Street. Saitama, wait for me, I'll pick it up. M City. Boom. A heavy impact sounded in the street. Humans are really weak. Ha, it sounds ridiculous. I was once one of you in the weak. But, tisk tisk, the doctor gave me a new life, giving me a powerful force, the strength to destroy everything, unmatched defense. The world will eventually be ruled by our dinosaurs, you humans, are outdated, and it's time to be eliminated by nature. On the street stood a dinosaur weird 8 or 9 meters high. The weird's body was covered with armor-like carapace scales, deeply embedded in the skin. At the same time, it had a huge vertebral tail full of thorns. The hammer-like fleshy ball, the entire vertebral tail looks like a soft mace. These two obvious characteristics make it more defensive and full of offensive power. Ahem, want to destroy mankind. Humph, we won't agree. Under a collapsed store, the Raiden boy tried to push away the rocks, crawled out of the rubble, and swayed to face the dinosaur weird. He wiped his face and stared at the dinosaur weird, to be extinct. Humans, please step over my corpse first. Hey, are you a hero of the Association of Heroes? I have heard of you and worshipped you before, but when I got strong strength from the doctor, I discovered that your hero is weak, vulnerable. The dinosaur weird snorted, and the huge spine tail slammed into the Thunder Boy like a swinging hammer. Boom. Puff. The Thunder Boy couldn't avoid it, and blocked it with an electric baton. In an instant, his internal organs vibrated, and blood was vomiting wildly in his mouth, like a fountain, drawing a bright arc in the air, and his body flew upside down and hit the glass cabinet of a nearby shop. The powerful impact directly made him penetrate the whole piece of glass and fell into the shop. This guy definitely has the power of a ghost-level weirdo. Damn, you must send this information to the association. After the dinosaur weird flicked his tail lightly, he found that the Raiden kid hadn't reacted in the shop for a long time. He mocked and laughed, hee, even as a hero of the human elite, you can't help but feel weak. Humans are really fragile, such a fragile race. How to live in this world? Humans, not as weak as you think. An angry roar from Raiden Boy came from the shop. To stop it, it must be stopped, waiting for the support of the association. In the short time he fell on the shop floor, he had already sent a message for help to the headquarters of the association. I believe the association will soon announce the ghost-level information of the weird person in front of him. At that time, more powerful heroes will definitely come and take part in the eradication. The weird action, before that, he must do his best to prevent the weird from destroying and killing humans. Unexpectedly, you are not dead. What are you yelling at a weak chicken that can't even take a single blow to me? Are you looking for death? Oh, if I were you, I would lie there obediently, at least can survive, but you will actually stand up again. Tusk, really stupid, or, are you heroes all rough men with well-developed limbs and simple minds? The dinosaur weird turned his eyes slightly, looking mockingly at the Raiden boy. Shut up, you are not allowed to insult the Werdero. The Thunder Boy's anger went through his whole body. He bit his teeth and stared at the dinosaur weird. The mission of the hero is to stop you weirdos and protect ordinary people from hurt. It is because of such a great mission that we become strong. You can defeat me, but you can't look down on the hero. Cut. I don't know what to say. The dinosaur geek sneered. Hero's mission. Oh, it sounds great, but what about it? Can you stop me? Obviously you can escape, but for the inexplicable duty it's ridiculous to stay and die. The Thunder and Lightning Boy swayed and moved forward with difficulty, once again stopped in front of the dinosaur weird, holding the electric baton, staring at the weird. Mr. King said, if the hero runs away, then who will fight? So, you have seen Wylong ads too. Very spirited words, but I don't have so much time to play with you. Get out. The dinosaur weird looked at the Thunder Boy who was swinging like catkins, and impatiently swept the tail of the vertebrae again. You reading www.uakanshu.com. Thunder and Lightning Boy's eyes widened and he was determined to fight back. However, his body was too badly damaged and he could not keep up with his thinking. Faced with a random blow from a strange man, his body did not react, and he ate the attack of the strange man abruptly. There was a loud bang, blood flew across, and the Thunder Kid fell again. The dinosaur geek looked at the Thunder and Lightning Boy who was bursting and bleeding, and sneered, I will continue to kill humans, so what? You can continue to stop me. Hey, the hero, not to stop you, but to stand here to stop you. Suddenly, there was a faint word in the air. The dinosaur monster quickly turned his head and looked into the air. He saw a figure floating in the air, with a blonde face with Chinese characters and 3 scars on the top and bottom of his left eye. His face was expressionless and his aura was extraordinary. Who are you? Are you also a hero? He is King. Raiden's vision was a little fuzzy. Although he didn't see clearly, Wang Feng's blonde hair was still so conspicuous. He recognized Wang Feng's identity at a glance, and his heart loosened and smiled. The intention is to bloom on the blood-filled face, that is the strongest man on the surface, and at the same time my idol. Mr. King, I ask you to eliminate the weirdo. I'm a little tired and want to sleep. Raiden boy grinned, his body slowly fell down, and Saitama, who also rushed over, stepped over and hugged the Raiden boy, and whispered, "Ah, boy. Leave the following things to me." Who is talking? Mr. King. No, Mr. King is not such a voice. Oh, I see, it must be the weird pet raised by Mr. King. King Avatar the righteous weirdo. The Thunderbolt boy fell into a coma with a smile at the corner of his mouth. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel Chapter 57, The Scary Dinosaur Man Truth. City A. Association Headquarters. DD. Beep. After eliminating most of the dinosaur monsters, the battle room has gradually calmed down. However, 10 minutes ago, a panic phone broke the silence. Report Minister, Professor Hammond's Dinosaur Research Institute has been razed to the ground. Professor Hammond and all the members of the institute have disappeared. We found in the ruins, we found defective dinosaurs that failed to mutate, all of them. It was transformed from strong humans, and we also found records of dinosaur-related mutation experiments. What? Sichi was shocked. Professor Hammond's Research Institute found defective dinosaurs. This news is really shocking, and there is almost no need to guess. It is completely certain that Hammond's Dinosaur Research Institute is studying and experimenting with humans. They mutated into dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs who suddenly appeared on the streets of M City are probably the guinea pigs that escaped from the research institute. Damn, what the asterisk is that old Hammond doing? How could he study such dangerous illegal species? He hugged his head and said bitterly. It is said that he is very obsessed with dinosaurs. In order to study precious dinosaur fossils and related materials, he often eats and sleeps. Sleepless at night, reaching the point of forgetting to sleep and eat. I used to think that he was just a stubborn dinosaur fan. Now it seems that this old guy has always had the terrible idea of resurrecting dinosaurs, and what is even more terrifying is that this old man has the ability and has truly realized it. My dream, use a special method to release those reptiles from ancient times. My god, I really want to strangle this old immortal. Oh no, this old guy is probably killed by his own sons. Maybe it has become a ration for those reptiles. Bah, deserve it. Wait, that old undead is a dinosaur fan. All his life savings have been used to buy dinosaur fossils. Where did the funds come from to start such a huge dinosaur genetic modification experiment? Is there someone else behind it that is manipulating everything? Quote. Sick was shocked by the discovery of the Hammond Dinosaur Research Institute. After half a while, his expression changed and he thought of a key question. Where did Hammond's funds for research on dinosaurs come from? Check. Immediately investigate Hammond's past financial transactions. This kind of thing is terrible. Someone actually supports a dangerous genetic research project like dinosaurs. He ordered furiously. In the heads of the rich is it all shit. Report, to the minister, all the major discoveries in dinosaur research. The staff of the association who went to the Dinosaur Research Institute to find Hammond stammered and reported. It was published in the experimental record book of the Research Institute. Discovered Hammond the professor also accepted the dinosaur-human gene experiment, and it was the Tyrannosaurus gene. The old immortal also participated in the dinosaur genetic modification experiment. CIC was surprised, but thinking about it, it seems normal to turn himself into a dinosaur based on Hammond's obsession with dinosaurs. That guy will he be beheaded by the hero after he mutates successfully, right? He thought of a possibility that Hammond would experiment with his own body, and then the dinosaur genetic modification project must have been sufficiently certain. Hammond may have successfully mutated into a dinosaur, but perhaps he was already dead. In the hands of the hero. Minister, another major discovery. Quote. Sichi was furious, can you guys read all the experimental logs and report them all at once? Is this intermittent report trying to scare me to death? Well, every time he listens to a report, countless speculations arise in his heart. Such intermittent reports really make him tired. Yes, Minister, I found in the experimental record that only 5 finished products of the dinosaur genetic modification project were successful, and the other dinosaurs were all defective. Only 5 successes. Ziki was surprised. So far, according to statistics, the number of dinosaur weirdos in M City has reached more than 40. According to the record book, these 40 weird people are almost all defective. How can the finished dinosaurs be distinguished? Yes, Minister, the record book says that there are 50 people in the experiment. Only 5 people have fully inherited the body and strength of the dinosaurs, but also retained the wisdom of humans. The dinosaur genes of these 5 people are Velociraptor, Function Pterosaur, and Alien. Talong, Ankylosaurus, Earthquake Dragon, Mosasaur. Sick raised his brows and immediately asked Maria, who was in charge of the stranger's information. Maria, immediately check whether there are 5 types of dinosaurs like Velociraptor, Function Pterosaur, Allosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Seismosaurus, and Mosaurus. Dinosaurs like dinosaurs. By the way, check if there are any Tyrannosaurus monsters appearing. For Hammond, a crazy fan of dinosaurs, he was vaguely disturbed, not sure if Hammond died in the hands of the hero. Yes. Maria immediately operated the computer to retrieve the latest collected dinosaur information. After a while, she said aloud, Minister, so far, the 6 dinosaurs you mentioned have not been found. No. Ziki's face sank. Look for those finished dinosaurs and Hammond's Tyrannosaurus dinosaurs as soon as possible. These defective products all have the strength of a tiger wolf level weirdo. Isn't it possible for the finished product to have the strength of a ghost level or even a dragon level weird? When I thought that there may be 5 ghosts or more weird lurking in M City, reading www.uakanshu.com, and there is also Hammond, the old undead hidden danger. Siki's scalp was a little numb, immediately entrust the trembling tornado to M City for rescue. That, Minister, isn't it good? Collison, who has been on standby, hesitated. M City has always been a protected area for the king. If you let other S-rank heroes go to destroy the weird people, will it cause the king misunderstanding, think we don't trust his strength? It's okay, the king's attitude is extraordinary, and he doesn't care about these little things. Siki shook his hand, you can do as I tell you, if you ask me afterwards, I will do my best. Yes, Minister. Collison led the order and turned and left the war room, and went to the tornado rest room to give a notice. DD. Just as Sick was angry about the Hammond Dinosaur Research Institute, Maria suddenly received a major news. She hurriedly got up and reported to Sick, Minister, Raiden Guy sent a message for help. Dinosaur, wearing heavy scale armor, amazing defense, and different from other bloodthirsty dinosaurs without IQ, it possesses human wisdom and rationality, retains the memories of past humans, and its behavior is completely human-like. Said to be a human being in dinosaur skin, according to Raiden Kid's guess, that dinosaur may be a ghost-level weird disaster. A smart dinosaur in heavy armor. Ziki frowned. That's right, it is definitely an Ankylosaurus dinosaur among the 5 finished dinosaurs, Maria, who will announce it as a ghost-level monster, and notify it as soon as possible. Go to the streets of Fucheng in King in M City to destroy the Ankylosaurus. Yes, Minister. Chapter 58. Hey, there are 2 more little reptiles. The dinosaur weird looked at King, who was floating in the air. Quote. King raised his brows. Oh, he provokes the 2 strongest men in the world at the same time. Who gave you the courage? Is it Liang Jingru? I am a dinosaur who has evolved from a human elite into a terrifying Ankylosaurus. The scales on my body are extremely heavy and hard. Even if it is a rocket cannon, don't even want to hurt my hair. But the invincible Ankylosaurus, the future one of the generals who assisted the doctor to rule the world. Ankylosaurus glanced at the unresponsive King and saw Atama, furious, you 2 guys, actually don't have a trace of awe for me, you stupid human beings. Damn it. Damn it. He angrily swept the sledgehammer-like Shio toward the 100-meter-high building next to him. With a bang, the waist of the 100-meter building was forcibly swept away. The building had no pillars, and quickly collapsed like building blocks. Broken into chaotic slabs. Large patches of dust shook up on the ground. Looking from a distance, it was like a mushroom cloud rising up. Hey, this power definitely has the calamity power of a ghost-level weirdo. After seeing the destructive power of Ankylosaurus, King exclaimed. According to the strength of Ankylosaurus, as long as it is rampant for a long time, M-City will definitely be destroyed. Go to hell, you two ants. Ankylosaurus sturdily, Shio swept across Saitama fiercely. Boom. With a punch, the minced meat flew all over the sky. Ankylosaurus successfully took the box of lunch and squatted to eat in a corner of hell. Saitama shook his gloves, frowned slightly and complained, I have to wash my gloves again when I go home. Quote. King looked at the pile of minced meat with a face full of speechlessness. He knew that Saitama was strong. He did not expect to be like a weird person. In the blink of an eye, the self-proclaimed defensive Ankylosaurus became a pile of rotten meat, scattered everywhere. Yes, alas, I don't know how to be considerate of the hard work of the cleaning aunts. Ding! There are convertible monster cards nearby, please go to the host to convert. The system prompt sounded in good time. King lowered his body and touched the minced meat. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 3-star monster card Ankylosaurus. It really is a ghost-level disaster weirdo. According to the qualitative nature of the system, the 3-star weirdo corresponds to the ghost-level weirdo. Of course, this is his guess, because the vaccine person was originally rated as the ghost-level weird by the association, but the system gave a 4-star weird evaluation. Therefore, the system's comprehensive evaluation of eccentrics and the Heroes Association's comprehensive evaluation of eccentrics are not the same thing. Both have their own considerations. Jingle bell. Just as King was curious about the system's weird evaluation method, the phone in his pocket continued to ring suddenly. Hey, I'm King, who are you? The association, oh, something is looking for me. Entrust me to destroy the ghost-level weird in Fucheng Street. Oh, don't use it to pick me up, I'm in Fucheng Street, besides, that ghost-level weird is already dead. No, I didn't kill it, it was a man named Sake. Huh. You understand. What do you understand? I haven't finished what I said. Why do you thank me for my outstanding contribution to M-City? I said weird I killed, you made a mistake, I am not humble, the one who killed the weirdo was called. Huh. Do you understand again? King was patient and prepared to explain things clearly. However, whenever he said that the weird man was not he killed, Ziki who answered the phone always said, I understand, I know, I understand you. Cut him off, and after several consecutive times, he hung up the phone in a fit of anger. Saitama, don't go, I'll ask you something. After he hung up the phone, seeing Saitama barely shake off his gloves and prepare to leave, he hurriedly stopped and asked, what do you usually lack? Alas, this time I will definitely take up Saitama's credit again. I am a little embarrassed, and I can't say it clearly. I can only send him some urgently needed items as a thank you afterwards. Saitama subconsciously replied, lack of hair. What? King fixedly stared at Saitama's bald head, and suddenly realized, yes, your lack of land is so obvious, but I just turned a blind eye. Huh. After Saitama said it, he immediately felt wrong, scratched his face, and changed his words. Oh, I mean I lacked a sweet. No, I own all the houses in the no man's land in City Z. There are villas, apartments, small buildings, and an unused cemetery. He doesn't actually lack houses to live in. Saitama, I understand your suffering, rest assured, I already know your needs. King gave Saitama a look of, I understand, I know, I understand you, and he began to wonder what gift to send to Saitama, so that he could send water. Well, this looks good. City A. Association Headquarters War Room. What? The ghost-level weirdo was wiped out by Mr. King. Great, let me just say, there is Mr. King in M-City, where is the weird person rampant? You see, the weird person was killed by Mr. King not long after he appeared. Long live King, haha, Mr. King really is the strongest man on the surface, and killing monsters is not at all ambiguous. After Zeke told the staff in the war room that the ghost level weird had been eliminated by King, everyone immediately celebrated. As far as the association is concerned, the god level weirdo does not exist. Dragon level weirdos are hard to meet forever, so ghost level weirdos are relatively powerful weirdos that appear relatively frequently and are extremely harmful. The association often troubles to eliminate ghost level weirdos. It was originally an S-level hero that was established because of the existence of ghost level weirs, specifically to eliminate ghost level weirdos. Weirdo and above. Therefore, the elimination of a ghost level monster is a great victory for the association, and it is worthy of everyone's joy and celebration. Maria immediately spread the news of King's elimination of ghost level weirdos around the world in the form of broadcast. After Zeke waited for the staff to be quiet, he immediately gave an order to promote the King's record. One is to wash the black spots of raising weird people for King, and the other is to stabilize the hearts of the people, and the third is naturally to help the association improve its reputation and consolidate the people. Trust. Yes, Minister. Maria took the order. Hey, sick, have you spotted a dragon-level weirdo? The tornado floated into the war room. I'm done. If it's not a dragon-level weirdo, I won't make a move. Humph, those ghost-level weirdos, other S-level guys can also solve it, why bother me every time? Really, have you raised those pigs for nothing? Tornado, great, you are finally here. Sichi saw the complaining tornado, his eyes lit up, and he was overjoyed. Tornado, there are a large number of dinosaur weirdos in M City, and urgent support is needed. I hope I can rush to M City as soon as possible to help King and work together to eliminate all dinosaur monsters. Let me support M City. When the tornado heard that King was in M City, he immediately became interested. King didn't solve those little reptiles. Haha, he laughed so hard at me. He is still known as the strongest man, what? Well, even a few small reptiles can't be solved. Is he worthy to be the strongest man? Huh, just call the strongest bragging. That. Tornado, Mr. King just killed a ghost-level weirdo. Zeke didn't refute Tornado's words, but hit the nail on the tornado's death hole. It is understood that there are still 4 ghosts in M City. One of the weird people above level the 1st of May have the calamity power to become a dragon-level weird person. Tornado argued all day for him to help upgrade the ghost-level weirdo to dragon level. Although he did not know why, he knew that Tornado was eager to kill the dragon-level weird, so he lied and said that there might be dragons in M City. Grade weird. In fact, according to his original estimate, the 5 finished dinosaurs only had the strength of ghost-level disasters at most, and did not have the conditions and time to become dragon level. What? A weird person in M City may become a dragon class. Tornado yelled, why didn't you say it earlier? Damn it, don't be preempted by the smelly king. The green glow on her body flashed and flew out, while leaving a long sentence, Zeke, get me the plane to M City. Remember, you want the fastest sonic plane, don't fool with those broken planes. Me, otherwise I will come back and smash the headquarters. Quote. Looking at the raging tornado, the personnel in the combat room were speechless. This eldest lady is so sturdy. L City. Seaside. There are 2 men standing on the beach, one of them is older, wearing a white coat, full of silver hair, old face, wrinkled furrows, and his eyes are full of wisdom and fanaticism. Another man is relatively young, in his 20s, with excitement and hesitation on his green face. Ha sighed, go, the ocean is your future home. After you become a real mosasaur, the entire sea area will become your back garden for you to gallop. The old man looked at the young man lovingly, you like the ocean. Now the opportunity is here, as long as you knock down the dinosaur gene injection, you can immediately become the ancient ocean overlord mosasaur. www.mtlnovel.com. At that time, all marine life will be at your disposal and swallowed, you will become the new lord of the ocean sea king. The young man hesitated, Dad, I am a little bit reluctant to bear you. Boys have aspirations in all directions. Besides, you and me will not miss each other in the future. After your dad becomes a Tyrannosaurus Rex and dominates the land, we will turn this beach into a place where you and I meet. At that time I can see each other every day, there is nothing unwilling to give up. The old man calmed the young man's anxious heart. Go ahead, you realize the key to your dream of owning the ocean. Dad has given you the key to it. The rest is up to you. I believe that my son will not let me down. Dad, don't worry, it won't take long before I will become the true master of the ocean. At that time, I will come back to find you. But you must be on time for the appointment. The young man walked towards the ocean step by step, constantly turning his head and reluctant to give up, and finally, under the wave of the old man, he jumped resolutely and plunged into the ocean. Roar. After a while, a beast roar like thunder came from under the ocean, and the calm sea suddenly undulated, and the turbulent waves hit the shore, like a tsunami. Wow! In a short while, an ancient giant beast broke out of the sea, and its entire body emerged like a dolphin jumping on the surface of the sea. Its body was a long barrel, about 20 meters long, with fin-shaped limbs, stubby and powerful, and its tail. Reaching half its length, it is a broad and flat vertical paddle. There are expanded bony vertebrae on the top and bottom of the tail vertebrae. It is very strong and looks like a giant crocodile with flippers as a whole. Swim in the sea, just as terrifying as Sahuan's sperm whale. Father, wait for me. The old man waved goodbye to his son who was far away. Ha sighed, come on, the ocean will definitely be your world. Chapter 59, Tyrannosaurus. Hammond. Here is the report of the Heroes Association. It is a real-time broadcast of the dinosaur riots in M-City. I will tell you the good news. The ghost-level weirdo that appeared 3 minutes ago, Ankylosaurus, has been successfully eliminated by the king. At the same time, most of the weirdos in M-City it is also dead, and only a few dinosaurs are left to resist. We firmly believe that under the leadership of the strongest man on the surface, the heroes of M-City will quickly wipe out the remaining dinosaurs, and then we will continue. To broadcast relevant news, please be patient and wait for our good news. The dinosaur riot in M-City has attracted worldwide attention. In the 3 years since the establishment of the Heroes Association, there has never been such a large-scale occurrence of weird people. On this day, the dinosaurs invaded M as if they appeared out of thin air. City, raging destruction on the streets of M-City, creating panic, and causing great anxiety to the people of the world. As soon as the announcement of the Heroes Association was released, people all over the world cheered. Yeah, I said that there is a king, even if it is a god-level weird that has never appeared before, it can't be arrogant. Wow, that's an exaggeration. It's not an exaggeration at all, we just need to know that king is the strongest man in the world, and we have the strongest umbrella. If there are weird people, look for king, nothing wrong. On the streets of major cities, everyone was enthusiastically discussing topics related to king. This broadcast of the association gave King a great reputation, and made countless young people worship King, and countless girls embraced King. In short, everyone remembered the powerful King, but chose to forget the King who raised the weirdo. It can be said that the purpose of the association's announcement has basically been achieved. L City. On the beach, Hammond looked at the sea gradually calming down with satisfaction. His son Ha-Side finally chose to ride the sea and travel freely. Hakide, we will meet soon, father and son. He never doubted that the two would never see each other again after this separation. According to his plan, he reorganized the ancient dinosaur family on the land, allowing all the dinosaurs to descend on the earth again, recreating the glory that fascinated him deeply. Jurassic. He has no ambition to rule the world, but simply wants to form his beloved dinosaur family and live happily on land together. However, human beings will not allow other species to threaten their survival, and will certainly do everything possible to obstruct and kill the dinosaurs. Therefore, in order for the dinosaurs to come again, we must rule the world, so that the world is only dinosaur people, and not those ignorant humans. This is the latest report of the Heroes Association. 3 minutes ago, King successfully killed the ghost-level monster Ankylosaurus and once again saved the city from fire and water. He is our hero. While Hammond was in deep thought, the Heroes Guild Geek Alarm in downtown L broadcast a message that made him tremble. One of the only 5 dinosaurs under his hand, the Ankylosaurus, was sacrificed. King is the strongest man on the surface. Your strength deeply threatens the survival of my dinosaur family. For my dream, you cannot live in the world. Hammond's old face suddenly became extremely hideous. It took him more than 50 years to successfully develop the dinosaur human gene injection. Ankylosaurus died, he can recreate it. However, the king does not get rid of the dinosaur human. His life is in a dangerous situation for one day. He does not allow Not allow others to kill his dear family, wantonly, so king must die. Roar. He took out a needle from his pocket and stuck it in his vein. Then he roared up to the sky, and a strange change occurred on his body. One of his silver hair gradually fell off, and his skin slowly turned into scaly, thin. The body bulged up like a balloon, the body became bigger and bigger, bursting up the clothes, revealing an inexplicable fruit body. The head changed, without the human facial features, but as hideous as a beast. The body changed, no longer it is a thin human being who has become a sturdy dinosaur with a height of more than 10 meters. The palms of the hands have become sharp front paws, and the soles of the feet have become strong hind limbs with sharp claws. Hammond changed from beginning to end, from a complete metamorphosis of a human to a dinosaur behemoth more than 10 meters high. Ha, ha ha, I finally became a Tyrannosaurus Rex, I finally became a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ooh, my dream, my pursuit, my persistence did not disappoint me after all. After a while, Hammond turned his head as big as a car to scan his new body. After realizing that he had indeed become the long-awaited Tyrannosaurus, he laughed wildly, and then cried again. The appearance of crying and laughing, like a child who got his beloved toy. Roar. He yelled, splayed his feet and ran on the land, wandering in El City wantonly. What high-rise buildings, what park houses, he doesn't care about them, he just wants to be a dinosaur like in Decades of Dreams, and then run freely on the ground. Now, he has done it. He has become the top predator of dinosaurs Tyrannosaurus. This world is all under his feet. From then on, he has to gallop on the ground at will, no one wants to stop him. Rumbling. Rumble. Hammond seemed to be crazy. He ran wildly in El City, knocking over countless tall buildings and trampling countless houses and cars along the way. In just 10 minutes, he destroyed the entire El City into a day. The word, www.mtlnovel.com, he stepped on a dividing line and a dead zone in the middle, and the city of El was forcibly split into 2 sections. El City residents. I have a day. City A. Association headquarters. After Hammond turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex and appeared in El City, the association immediately received the relevant news, and Sichi frowned. Are there dinosaurs in El City? It's really bad news. He solemnly ordered. Said. Immediately retrieve the relevant videos of City L and check the information of the dinosaurs. Yes. Maria slapped on the computer keyboard, and after a while, she took out the street video of El City. The video about the dinosaur was intercepted separately by her for viewing and analysis. This dinosaur is. Ziki stared at the close-up of the dinosaur on the big screen, his pupils shrunk. This is Tyrannosaurus. If it is another dinosaur, he may not know it, but Tyrannosaurus is the most famous dinosaur overlord in the dinosaur family. Almost everyone has heard of its name, and most people can recognize that domineering body. He is. Hammond. His thinking turned rapidly. In the previous report by the staff of the association, Hammond also participated in the genetic research of dinosaurs, and it was the genetic research of Tyrannosaurus. Is the dinosaur in El City really Hammond? Why does he appear in El City instead of M City? His running route is to M City. Collison, immediately notify the S-class hero prisoner to intercept Hammond. City L and City J are adjacent. At the speed of a prisoner, it should be possible to stop the Tyrannosaurus before it reaches M City. Yes, Minister. I'll notify you immediately. Collison pushed his big glasses, solemnly accepted, turned around and went out to contact the prisoner. Chapter 60. A Man with 5 Mouse Special Effects. M City. The strongest man on the surface, King. Saitama also heard the association's announcement. His eyes brightened, and he squeezed his fist full of fighting spirit. Are you king? Is the surface the strongest? I can't wait to fight you freely and vividly. Quote. King looked at Saitama, who was eager to try. Cold sweat dripped on his forehead inexplicably. Brother, stop making trouble. I am king, right in front of you, you don't even know me. Do you not watch the news on weekdays? No, you should have heard of my name after reading the NE's underwear advertisement. Well, do you remember my panties? Also, if you want to fight with me, I propose to play a game to decide the victory and defeat without hurting your temper. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Do you think what I said is reasonable? Please note for residents of City M. Please note for residents of City M. The Heroes Association has urgently notified that ghost level weirdos have been found in City L, and the ghost level weirdos are quickly heading to City M. Please evacuate residents of City M quickly. Weirdo. Saitama waved his cloak with his palm, and his face slammed, implement justice. He was taken aback, scratching his face, and looked at King embarrassedly. Sorry, I robbed you of the ad word. Quote. Brother, you usually watch advertisements a lot. Are you looking for a special supermarket? King smiled lightly. Saitama, let's cooperate. Cooperate. Saitama looked at King suspiciously, not knowing why. King nodded. Of course, the two of us alone form a hero team handsome bald combination. You will work in the future and I will do you. Ah, you are responsible for killing monsters, and I am responsible for supporting you in the rear. Don't do it. After Saitama launched a serious refusal, he strode towards L City. I won't do such troublesome things. If you kill a weirdo, I can do it all by myself. Why should I take it with me? You are a burden. Well, I have a personality, I like it. The hair growth lotion will be mailed to you. King quickly follows Saitama. At this time, of course, it is best to follow Saitama. At the critical moment, he can use his trick secret skills and leak detection. J City. Stinky prison, a prison for the most wicked people. All the villains who can enter this prison are those who have a certain powerful skill, such as the criminals who rob banks empty-handed, and the lunatics who can make chemical products from anywhere. Well, ghost level weirdo. L City. Oh, I see, leave it to me. In the single cell on the second floor, there was an iron bed and a TV. On the iron bed, a strong man lay on a single bent leg. The strong man had a chicken coo head, his face was full of stubble, his face was rough, and his body was covered. He was muscular and as strong as a horse. He was wearing a blue and white prisoner's uniform. At the same time, he was wearing a white t-shirt with a big red heart painted on the outside, and he was also wearing iron ball shackles on his ankles. He is the 16th S rank hero certified by the Heroes Association. Sexy prisoner. Gay guy who loves to violate handsome guys the most in his life. King. I'm dangerous. Saitama. Now, I'm safe. Because I was afraid that I could not help hurting innocent, beautiful men, I was voluntarily imprisoned in jail. On the one hand, he watched the wicked criminals. On the other hand, he used the TV to find handsome criminals. Then he escaped from prison to catch the criminals and returned. What he said clearly, almost every criminal caught back by him will eventually be squeezed into skin and bones, or driven into a madness. It's time to escape. The prisoner hung up the phone, twisted his neck and strong arms, making a creaking joint rubbing sound. He grabbed his palms and swiped his feet. He rushed out of the cell and fell steadily from the second floor to the first floor. What's left are some special effects white feathers that don't exist. I have to say that the prisoner is a man with 50 cents special effects. Old boss. The criminals in the open space on the first floor looked at the prisoners in awe, and drew back one by one. Since the prisoners were admitted to the stinky prison, a rule has been set. All criminals who make trouble are to be punished by a deep kiss, that is was asked to have a French wet kiss with a prisoner. Under this horrible rule, all the thugs have become obedient boys. They dare not speak loudly, gasp, or make troubles at will. In the eyes of the prisoners, after the prisoners are here, stinky hell has really become hell. All give me away. I want to escape from prison. The prisoner lay on the ground and made a 100-meter running starting position, staring at the nearly 1-meter thick steel wall, taking a deep breath, and staring at his feet, and the whole person shot out like an arrow from the string. Boom. After half a second, a large hole was broken through the 1-meter thick steel wall, and the prisoner had escaped from the stinking prison, leaving behind a group of criminals who were accustomed to it. However, in the face of this rare opportunity to escape, the prisoners in the stinky prison have no intention to escape, because after 5 seconds, the prison's mobile guard team will arrive, and any criminals who take a step out of the prison will all be being beaten into a sieve, Unless you have the speed to run outside like a prisoner, you can only sigh with excitement. What is it? What is it? Flowers, your dear prisoners are here again. Have you cleaned your butts? The prisoner ran fast on the street towards the junction of L City and M City, with a meaningful expression on his face. For him, the purpose of escape was only to protect beautiful men and capture handsome guys to offer rewards. As for killing weirdos, that was just by the way. Things. Come on. Angel Dash. A burst of white feathers with special effects of 5 hairs fell, his speed doubled immediately, and he sprinted at extreme speed. City A. Heroes Association War Room. Jingle Bell. Hello, this is the headquarters of the Association of Heroes, what? There are 3 weird people walking together on ZU Street in M City. And the 3 weird people are more capable of talking. Can you briefly describe the 3 weird people? Does it look like? Oh, I'm listening, you continue. Maria's pretty face solemnly listened to the description of the police on the phone. I understand, thank you for your information. We will definitely eliminate the weird people as soon as possible and restore the peace of the street to the past. Goodbye. After she hung up the phone, she immediately reported to Ziki. Report, Minister, some citizens reported that 3 intelligent dinosaurs were found on ZU Street in M City. 10 meters, the body is huge, and the earth will shake when walking around. A body is 7 or 8 meters long. Reading www.uakanshu.com has no obvious characteristics, but the other 2 dinosaurs seem to be headed by it. Huh. A wise dinosaur. A fast dinosaur. A dinosaur that can shake the earth. Sichi narrowed his eyes and quickly analyzed the results. From a wise point of view, they must be 3 of the only 5 finished dinosaurs in the Hammond Dinosaur Research Institute. According to the characteristics you describe, one is a velociraptor known for speed, the other is a huge earthquake dragon, and the last one. His brows were slightly frowned. The last dinosaur man had no obvious characteristics and could not make a decision right away, but he could use the method of elimination. Among the 5 finished dinosaur man, Ankylosaurus, Seismosaurus, and Velociraptor could be eliminated, and the rest could be eliminated. Function pterosaurs have obvious wings. If the last dinosaur was function pterosaurs, the citizens would definitely express such obvious characteristics. However, according to the citizens, the last dinosaur was ordinary and had no obvious characteristics. So, function pterodactyl can be ruled out, so only the 5 finished dinosaurs are left. Allosaurus. In the legend, the dinosaur with the highest IQ in the dinosaur family. Judging from the current situation, Allosaurus can actually lead 2 other dinosaurs of the same level to invade humans in a team, rather than arrogantly doing it alone like other ghost-level weirdos. It can be seen that Allosaurus dinosaurs are really different, generally. Maria, send a report immediately and define Velociraptor dinosaurs, Seismosaurus dinosaurs and Allosaurus dinosaurs as ghosts. Although the 3 dinosaurs did not show the degree of disaster of the ghost-level monsters, in order to attract the attention of the heroes and eliminate the dinosaurs as soon as possible, he made a special task and defined the 3 most threatening dinosaurs as ghost-level monsters. Yes, Minister. After Maria took the order, she immediately prepared to broadcast. Thank you for watching. Continue exploring the fascinating world of Chinese novels with us. Hit that subscribe button on Chinese Novel Audiobook to stay updated with our latest stories, and never miss out on a great listen.